I used to be somebody before that freak Caillou sent his army south and ruined everything. We had a nice racket going on in the land of the Freelords, or what the rest of the Flaness calls the Bandit Kingdoms. We had a territory we ran, and we hustled and stole what we could from who we could. Sure, we fought amongst ourselves, and I'd just as soon stick my dagger into someone from the Freelords as anywhere else. But we always banded together when an outside force threatened all of our businesses. But all that changed when Ayus came a-calling. Half of the Freelords joined forces with Ayus to save their skins, and the other half got wiped out or sent packing to the other lands, or down into the rift. I was no hero, and neither were any of my mates. So after the massacre of Steelbone Meadows, we did what any guys in our situation would have done. We hightailed it out of there. The only problem is that everywhere we went, there were old enemies waiting. After finally getting corralled by the Ernst soldiers, I was left to rot in a dungeon, waiting for them to decide what to do with me. The way the guards look at us, I don't think we're gonna like what it is they have in store.
And we are live.
Hello, hey, and I'm sorry, I just went all over top of you. Go ahead.
Just saying hi. You can keep going. It's all part of the fun. It's the big exuberant hello where everybody just chimes in and they just shout it out.
We just pop in. That's so true. Hey, welcome to Return to the Bandit Kingdoms, episode 15. And I'm gonna just dive right into that right quick. So thanks to Verona, she sent I've got different ways to say 15 in different languages, and I'm gonna butcher them all for you right now. So in Finnish, it's vis I tosta.
I don't buy it.
Yeah, trust me, it is. And in German, it's Funsen. Is that right? Some of you guys speak German, right? Okay.
No.
In Chinese, I don't know which dialect it's shu. Czech, it's pet nest. Swedish, it's femtom. Hungarian, it's T-N-O-T. Dutch, I see she wrote, I think she's fucking with me on this one because it says 15 for Dutch.
This is where she just starts bullshitting.
Yeah, she's she made it up. And this fool goes, she's going to say anything. And then Italian, it's Quindici.
All right, see? He's here to educate as well as to entertain, folks.
That's right. That's what I do. And just so
here
everybody...
comes Steve, so bear with us.
Now. Sorry, guys.
That's all right.
I don't know what's going on with my computer.
That's right. Well, we are live, sir, so you know.
Yeah. Cool.
So before I'll give Adam a little bit of time to get that ready. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give some shout outs to a couple of people. Most people do this at the end, but it sounds like a good time to do it now. These are different people I would like to thank, either for one, helping the community, helping the Greyhawk community, or just because I find their shit cool. So one is the first shout out I want to give to is Mark and his podcast, Storycraft RPG. And I don't just say that because I'm on the podcast.
But that's just mostly why you say it.
That's mostly the reason I say it. I mean, the podcast is really cool, but it's essentially it's a podcast. Anybody can watch it, but it's really cool for DMs because it's about adventure ideas, NPC ideas, just different things like that. Just little quirks and different things for people that are running D&D or any kind of fantasy game for that matter. I want to give a shout out to Brian. Now, Brian is the head man for Cannon Fire, and if you don't know what Cannon Fire is, you're probably relatively new to Greyhawk. Cannon Fire has been around forever. Cannonfire.com. It was as a website, and they have a presence now on Facebook that is gaining momentum and getting more Greyhawk fans together there. Hands down, it has been. If you need anything Greyhawk, you go to Cannonfire, and you can find resources for tons of things. And Brian is a really cool guy, and we all appreciate all the hard work he does to keep Greyhawk out there and accessible. I also want to give a shout out to DM Shane and the Greyhawk channel. I won't say he wasn't the inspiration for me, but he helped to solidify my idea for starting this stream. All of his shows are great except for the one that runs on Tuesday. So, of course, I'm sure that one's
They're
good
still
too.
great.
But,
They're just not as good.
Not as good.
And
there
you should
go.
still watch them at your leisure when this is not playing.
That's what I meant to say. See, you're so eloquent.
I'm here to translate Will.
I do need that. Also, on another place to go if you're a Greyhawk fan on Facebook is the Sages of Oreth Greyhawk page on Facebook by Anthony's the fellow that runs that. He does a bang-up job, and one of the things is he always has new content going up there about Greyhawk, and you know, it's if you're on Facebook and you like Greyhawk, you definitely have to go and check that out. And then, of course, I got to give a big shout out to Jay Scott over Lord Gasumba on Twitch, which he is streaming actually tonight. He normally does it on Thursdays, and he actually he
trying
called
to steal
in.
our thunder.
Well, we talked for a little bit about it before he was letting me know. It's like, hey man, I'm not trying to step on no toes, but the Eagles game is Thursday. So I was like,
that's fair. No, that's a reasonable. That's reasonable. Why you would want to change the day?
Yeah. So you know, and I was on.
I hate the Eagles, but I love football. So.
Yeah, well, you know, I don't hate the Eagles as much as I hate the Giants.
I hate the Giants too.
There you go. So I hate that whole division.
Hate the Giants. Really coming together as a group.
Yeah. But Jay runs the longest continuous D&D campaign, which is in Greyhawk. It's they're pushing 39 years to getting close to that 40 mark.
So they probably have what, 16
Twitch.
Sessions rather than the 15 that we're at. Is that?
Yeah, roughly.
Okay.
They're just really long sessions, you know. Like at the beginning of the session, he's got no beard. At the end, the big old bushy beard. So, but I just wanted to give a shout out to all the other Greyhawk people out there. There is a ton more. There is a good footprint of Greyhawk fans and material on Facebook and just on the internet. Just Google it. But those are the guys that I know of, and I appreciate everything that they do, and just wanted to give them a brief shout out. So with that having been done, let's go ahead and get into introducing ourselves and then get into the game. First, before we do that, can you guys see the T-shirt?
Yeah.
Okay. What is that?
A bird?
Hawkman?
It's not Hawkman. It's from a cartoon.
Oh, yeah. That's the Saturday Night Live thing? Is that one or no?
Saturday Night Live? You mean Saturday
Isn't there
morning?
like a funny guy?
No. Oh my gosh. Okay, has anybody watched the D&D cartoon?
Yes.
Like when I was 6? I don't know when it was out, but
You need to go and get them again.
I was a teenager, but it's been a long time.
I still watch. This is no lie. I don't do it all the time, but when I get the real sentimental bug up my ass, what I'll do sometimes on a Saturday morning is I will put on, because I have them all on disc. I'll watch them on Saturday morning and eat some cereal in front of the TV.
Is it C3PO
That is
cereal?
no lie. Oh God, if I could find it. Well, no, if I could find it,
It would be
I
rotten
wouldn't
by
want
now.
it. Yeah.
Moldy.
So, yeah, be no good.
Put some
But yeah,
Wheaties in a C3PO box, and then
there you go. But I still do that from time to time. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to do it this Saturday too. So we'll see. Okay, so let's go ahead and introduce everybody. We're going to start over here. I could have probably did right. Jairus, go ahead and tell everybody about yourself and who you're playing.
Sure. My name is Jairus. I am playing Raleigh. Raleigh has recently lost his mother, but it is
his
okay
best
because
friend.
he has found
his best
Tritherian
friend.
Jesus. and Kytherian Jesus is just super cool, and his mom is in Celestia, and it's all good. So he's back to tip top. Something about me is I am actually starting a game next Friday. Our session 0 is going to be this Friday, and then next Friday, right here on Wicked Studios LLC, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you will see myself. Adam's going to be there.
Hey, that sounds cool.
Old Phil. Yeah. Oh, Adam, do you want to play? I just assumed.
I mean, I'll see if I'm free.
All right. So tune in for more of this witty banter.
And what is the name of this fabulous show?
The name of the game is Ravana. It takes place in the homebrew kingdom of Ravana. Look at that. And
excellent. This not this Friday, but next. Now you're not streaming the session 0, right?
No, I'm gonna record it. Yeah, but we may post it on the YouTube site.
Gotcha. Okay.
I mean, I'm assuming that Jairus and I will be brilliant, but we got to just check out the other folks first, just to make sure.
So what you're saying is when it actually starts, it might just be the two of you guys.
It might just be the two of us just chit-chatting.
Throw everybody else off.
Yeah.
Firing everybody else, but you know how it is. Yeah. So, no, I'm looking forward to it. 14th, right?
14th.
Yeah.
Yay. Unfortunately, I was not able to attend that one. I'm still pretty sad about that, but I haven't figured out when I'm going to do my second stream yet, what day. So I have to leave
Always
it
the
open.
DM, never the player. It's a thing.
I play a lot. Just ask Michael. I irritate him all the time.
Yeah, we have to deal with Will as a player every other Sunday.
And if you think I'm nuts as a DM, you should see my characters. All right, so we're going to go directly south of him. We're going to talk to Steve. Go ahead and tell us who you are and who you're playing.
Sure, I'm Steve. I'm playing Wyndon. He has been caught up in circumstances that are not ideal. He's trying to make the best of it. And hopefully I won't have any more computer meltdowns. That's my fun for the night. So
And I'm knocking on wood for you.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, we'll just scoot along over to the side from him to Michael. Michael, go ahead. And Michael is no longer the Michael we used to know. He's completely different, revamped, and now a holy man. Well, his character is anyway. So
I feel like Michael himself is also all new and all improved. In every way.
2.0. Yeah.
yeah, there you go.
I am playing a new character. My old character did attempt to ascend to a higher level of being, and unfortunately failed due to the whole soul thing. But new character is a cleric of somebody. He claims to be a cleric of Saint Cuthbert when he's asked, but he's really a cleric of Nerul apparently. So we'll see how that works out. So he's joining the party kind of out of curiosity because they've made some promises that they can help get the Nerulian stronghold back in Rookroos. So at least the former character that I was playing made those promises. So.
Right. Excellent. All right, let's go directly north of Michael and talk to the illustrious producer extraordinaire, Adam.
Hey, everybody, I'm Adam. I'm playing Silver Wolf the Ranger. Little angry guy, but I think he's going to be in a good mood today because he's going to fuck up some IU shit. And that's really his only goal at this point.
What more can you ask?
What was that?
What more can you ask for?
You can't. Nothing really. That's it. Something about me. I don't know. I've got a for those of you who can see my shirt. I'm going old school Greyhawk City of Skulls
Nice.
adventure.
This is in anticipation of going to, and I always mispronounce this. Hold on a second. I need to get it right. Drogatha? Hold on.
Chicago.
No, that's pizza.
Yeah. Wait, we're going to Chicago? Cool. The Windy City.
Hold on one second.
It's not on your list of pronunciations with 15 in the different languages?
No.
Well, that would have been more helpful.
It would have. It's somebody in chat can help me out here. I want to say Dragotha, and I know that's wrong, but that's what's stuck in my head currently. But that's the capital. That right there, the dude on your shirt that's being carried around. That's Ayu's, dude.
Yeah, I know. That's why I got the shirt.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, that's Ayu's.
So a little chilling vision of things to come.
Yeah. That's the big bad guy himself right there.
We just lost Michael.
Uh-oh.
You want the spoiler.
Yeah, he's like, oh, is that what it is? That's
I'm
what
at
this
that
is all
check.
about? I'm out of here. So true.
And he's back. Of course, everyone's in the wrong spot, but that's okay.
It's all right.
You're all well familiar with us, so you can tell who we are, even though we're in the wrong spots.
Sure. Okay. And I, of course, am Will DM. I will be the Dungeon Master for this evening. And let's go ahead and get jumping and cracking into it. Did anybody write it in chat? Let's see.
No.
No. That's too bad.
Nobody wants to help you.
They do. They're just not the people that watch this. All right. Okay. So let's see. We left off with after the last adventure. Was the last episode the one where you guys killed Three Toes?
Yep.
Yeah.
And it was.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah. Neuro's blessing is 15. So basically, what ended up happening is the esteemed adventurers were in the not safe house, but like the hidden layer of the Nerulean underground that still survived within Rook Roost. Unfortunately, that's where the ill-fated attempt by Three Toes to become a priest of Neural occurred, and part of the ritual is they bury you alive. Well, it's a time thing. You got to be able to cut your bonds and slip off your bindings before they bury you alive, but only after they bash your head in slightly. So, it's kind of, it's a hard thing to do, and he didn't do it. And then the next thing you know, an undead Three Toes came climbing out of the dirt and attacked the party with no semblance of the lovable Three Toes that had so recently embodied that shell
It was
beforehand.
just like Three Toes. There was nothing different except he wasn't sneaking around.
Yeah.
That was the only thing that tipped us off that there was something amiss.
There you go. So, and then after that, they got together, went over to Salus's house, and were talking and doing their plots of how to intercept and divert, or whatever, as they have dubbed it, the Iusian money train. Yes. Basically what it is tribute flows from all the conquered lands back to Ius and Drogatha. Maybe it is Drogatha. Where's my other I should call up Scott or somebody. Hey man.
Yeah,
so
too bad streams can't talk to one another because he's on live right now.
Yeah, no, just hey, not to interrupt.
Crossover episode?
I'm really fucking lazy and don't want to look it up. Could you tell me what it is? It's back here somewhere. So anyway,
is it the City of Skulls? Is that its nickname?
That is its
That's
nickname.
its official
So you
name.
just use that one. Use its nickname.
Oh yeah. See, if I'd have said that to begin with, I still would have looked like I knew what the fuck I was talking about, huh?
Yeah. I mean, too late. I mean, I only know this because I'm wearing the shirt.
That's true. But yeah. Anyway, so basically, what it is, tribute flows back to Ius, and there is one of the things that actually Merc, Wyndon's old protege, he's the one who mentor. Yes, yep. I'm sorry, other way around. So he when they met again, he informed him that he knew where the meet was, where this took place, because they don't want it getting harassed. So the Iusians in Rook Roost don't trust those sons of bitches, so they take it out under cover of darkness and secretly. But Merc knew where it was, and he went and he actually showed them the spot where the exchange, where the people in Rookroos exchange hands with those from Ayuz in his City of Skulls. There you go. So I did it that way. So
Michael has given you a little blurb down in the Roll20 chat. I was going to copy it and paste it into our chat, but you can't paste into the chat here, this team chat.
Droka.
Doraka, I would say.
No, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking of the No, the name. You know what's stuck in my head is the name of the undead dragon.
I'm making shit up.
No. It is.
Gosh.
Okay, so now I have to do this too.
Oh no, you don't. Let's just keep going. Let's just move forward.
So yeah, no. Basically, what it is if you play White Plume Mountain, this is where he makes the first appearance. On the map in White Plume Mountain is Dragotha, which is an undead dragon. That's what it's stuck in my head.
I'm pretty sure his name is Wyndon Steve.
There you go.
Wyndon Steve the Dragon.
So where do we leave off last
We scoped out
week?
the area. We got to go recruit some help or figure out how 5 of us
I
are
found a big treasure chest, kept it for myself.
Wow.
Remember that.
That was in between sessions.
Yeah. Michael, you weren't supposed to tell him about that. This is how you keep your DM in other games happy. So you guys were you're on your way back to Rookroos, and you were going to finalize whatever the hell this master plan you have for the money train. So do you guys want to go all the way back and go to your safe house, or are you gonna? What are you guys doing?
I think we need
to find a place to do some resting. I think.
Yeah, we need to rest up. I thought we actually went back. I thought we scattered out. I thought we already went back to Salus's house.
Heading back after that because we people.
Exactly. I knew you were going back. Okay, so what we're gonna say is that you guys make it back. You go and you drop the horses back off, and you make it back into the city. Pay your toll. When you go, so that's where we're gonna pick up. Okay, we're going to pick up right where you guys are at the Western Gate, which, let's see, what is the Western Gate? Just because I'm having a hard time with all the...
memorizing any name of anything?
Pretty much. Pretty much.
The Western was the funerary?
The funerary gate,
yeah.
Correct. Thank you, Michael. So you guys, you make it through the funerary gate with no problems. And back into the city and back to Salus's place. Okay, so you guys go to the front door of Salus's house and go in.
Yeah. As soon as it slowly starts opening, I kick it open again, and
actually, it doesn't slowly open. It doesn't do anything.
So I just try to kick it open then.
Okay, it kicks open extremely easily.
Oh shit.
And the inside, here I've got all these tokens on here. Oh yeah, Merc was with you.
Yeah, he was with us.
Oh.
As the door opens, now normally Salus's place has been very well lit. And through magic, and there's always been like candles and different chandeliers, things along these lines. But there's always been a good amount of light. When you kick open that door, it's dark, and you can tell automatically as soon as you're looking in the light that comes in from outside that the friendship circle, okay.
Right.
All the chairs look really old and torn and tattered. Many of them are tipped over on their sides. The floor, the wood of the floor is old and uneven now and dry, and something's up.
So what happened to your friend's place?
I don't know. I pull out the maul.
I think she has picked up in a little bit.
Merc, Merc pulls out his short sword and goes, I don't know what would cause Floor to age like that in just that wee amount of time that we've been gone.
I think
Look at this.
Something's wrong with Salus. I walk through the door over here, take a peek.
Okay, and even though it's really dark in here, there's like some of those magical candles and torches and whatnot are like slowly burning down. They're just like, very, very, just like barely a flicker. And on the floor is the prone body of Salus.
I mean, at least I put her on the carpet.
She is stripped naked.
Oof, I take a step back.
And she is covered with whoops, I'm moving the wrong guy. And Merc's following you right behind.
Yep.
She has been stabbed and she has all kinds of different wounds. She's been almost, her chest has almost been like filleted open.
I'll do a quick medicine check to see if there's any hope of bringing her back.
Oh no, she is gone.
So as everyone is gathered around her, Raleigh kind of is behind her. He's like slowly stepping away. He's like, "Oh no, that's so terrible!" And he kind of slinks off upstairs to go rifle through her shit.
I thought you liked her.
I liked her when she was in disguise as the pretty one.
Okay, now, Raleigh, you know this. All her shit's downstairs. See the little setup around her bed? That's all.
Okay. Well, I know she had all those locked doors I could never get in
She
before.
did. She had all kinds of strange stuff going on upstairs.
Yeah. Well, that's more what I was looking like. Now that her magic seems to be not working, I want to see what was really upstairs.
Well, I think the fact that she's fucking dead would be the reason why her magic's not working. But
No,
I don't know.
I think Merc, you know what? Merc and I agree on this one. Yeah.
Yeah. I have
I mean,
to
Wyndon's
say,
the wizard, but he would know more, but...
when did you become a wizard, lad?
I'm not a wizard. They keep getting it wrong. I think at this point it's deliberate.
It was for Silverwolf anyway.
Well, I don't know how close you were to the little wee lass, but I'm thinking what we should do is probably get the folk out of Dodge.
Yeah, if something took her out.
Yes, whoever killed your
She's been
friend
ill, though.
here, not like this. Look at her, man. She's been goddamn tortured and flayed.
Now, let's not waste a good body. How long has this been here?
Oh, you're going to have an animated.
Well, she was alive when you guys left.
So a
But
few
looking
hours.
at her, does it look like she's been rotted like the house, or is it like more
No.
recent?
No. She's definitely recently been killed and tortured.
Yeah, if I had to hypothesize, the house is being held together either actually or just through an illusion from her magic.
Yep.
So it was probably like this before she moved in here.
Oh, definitely.
I agree. This
But
could
we
also
should
be
go-
the safest place we could go. Because who would
I don't
expect
think
us to
so.
nap here?
Well, I'm
they're
thinking.
gonna send
I'm thinking of
people-
somebody. Yeah, there's a very good possibility that we walk out of here that we might run into a bunch of folk who are looking to kill us.
Then
Yeah.
I say we get reinforcements right where we're at.
I'm gonna look for that portal and see if that's still up where it was before.
And I'm going to search the area for clues.
Okay, give me an investigation roll, and you're going to the trapdoors in the ceiling.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna see
investigation.
if it's still magical or not.
It's one of my
Okay.
worst rolls.
I spend 1 minute and cast Animate Dead on her. Raise up the vampire, or not the vampire.
Whoa, shit.
That would be
This is
You the man, Ash.
this animate thing is much cooler than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I thought it was just going to be some kind of slap-jawed zombie here, but all right, cool. All right.
Yeah. So I rolled
All right.
I rolled a 2, so everything seems suspicious to me.
So,
Everything is, because nothing is as it was.
Right.
The food that would normally
we
be
don't
on
wanna
the
go through
tables,
that.
it's just not there.
Yeah. Okay.
So this place doesn't. I mean, it's obviously the same place, but as if maybe you were transported into the future when it's a
Right.
decrepit,
30,
fallen.
30
Yes.
years in the future.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
But yeah, if that portal's still there, we should make use of that. If not, we're gonna have to find a way out of here that's a little more secretive.
All right, I pull up
Okay,
the
so
carpet that
you
I'm
go
standing
and
on.
you flip up you go up to the portals and they all open into an attic.
Oh shit.
Okay. Yeah. All right. That's
And
kind of what I thought. It was a desperate attempt.
Yeah.
and the attic, surprisingly enough, it's got like some empty crates and like old furniture of some sort, like stuff was stored up here. But there's actually a window up here that well, you're a human, you can't really see. So
I mean, I could light a torch. If it's
there's
dark.
well, let's put it this way. I'll say this much because everything's in such disrepair. There's a little slight crack that's in the window because the window's actually painted over.
Oh, okay.
So there's a slight crack in it that lets light through, like down in one corner, there's a crack in a little piece that came out that's allowing light into there so that you can see it.
Okay. I'm gonna walk over to the window, assuming it's possible to do so, and take a look out through the crack and see if the view is what I would expect from the top of this house.
It is.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right. Does there appear to be any access to the roof from here at all? Like another door out to the trap, like. So
Weren't there underground tunnels also?
There were.
Underneath the rug
Supposedly.
that I'm standing on?
Yes. When you pull that back, there is a trap door there.
I'm going to open that up.
As
Okay.
I'm raising Salus's zombie form there, I do catch a glimpse of her form, and I, once the ritual is complete, stop and ask her what happened.
That's a cool trick if she'll answer you.
Then I'm waiting for an answer.
As
I
if
kind of
she's
like stand
referring-
back and
like
What's that?
she's speaking to somebody.
I kind of stand back and I say, well, she keeps saying something rather odd. That doesn't make much sense to me. Maybe I'll make more sense to you. She says, you're not the real one. You're not the master. Make sense to anybody else here?
And it looks like she's saying that to someone
She's like
else.
shaking her finger and just saying it over and over and over again.
We never figured out who the master was.
No. I'm afraid of. I mean, if Wyndham's come back down, I'd be like, I'm afraid of anything that could have taken her out so seemingly easily, because she was a pretty powerful magic user. We need to get out of here. We
What
can
do
try
you-
to figure out the mystery later.
Okay, so you guys threw the carpet and opened up the trapdoor.
I did,
There is an actual tunnel there.
Yeah.
I'm going to look in. I've got dark vision. Can I see anything?
You see the tunnel.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah, just as I suspected.
it drops down. It just drops down like 10 feet. There's no handholds or anything like that. And you see that the ground where it's at, it like drops down and then it veers off into a direction.
So I'm going to hang
Which direction you don't
down.
know.
I'm like 5'9" probably. And then just drop the rest of the way. I can do that without injuring myself, I imagine, right? If I like,
Sure.
crawl down, hang down, and then drop the rest of the way.
Yeah. And Raleigh, you find what appears over on here amongst her stuff. It looks like a journal.
Oh, that's
At least you think it is, because there's like kissy marks and hearts and different stuff.
Dear diary,
Yes,
I
that's
met a cleric today.
What languages do you speak?
Common and Elvish.
Excellent. Okay, you don't understand what it's written in.
Sure.
Okay.
Is Raleigh
So
keeping that journal secret, or is he handing it around?
Honestly, so there's kissing marks. Yeah, no, he would. Guys, I think I found her diary.
I speak Dwarven. Let me make sure I'm not lying to you. Hold on. Yeah, I speak Dwarven. I don't know.
I
If that
doubt
helps,
it's
probably
written in orc or hobgoblin. Otherwise, I speak the same things Rowley does. So.
No and no.
I'm already down in the tunnel anyway, so I'm just
Okay.
hypothesizing as Adam here.
Now,
Pocket
it has some similar flourish to Sylvan. Okay, so you recognize some of that, but it's not actually Sylvan. So there you go. Okay, so you drop down into the tunnel, and it's dark, of course. Well, you've got your vision, and it's the tunnel itself is about a good 6 feet high. It's wide enough for basically one man. It could be a larger man, even though it's not really tall enough for really tall men, to walk down it. And it goes on and past your ability to see with your dark vision.
Does
Now-
it only go in one direction, or can I go in 2 directions?
No, it just goes in one direction.
Okay.
Like you drop, it's like it drops down and goes off.
Got it.
Okay. Now, in 5th edition, there is dark vision still needs light to operate.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
So
once that door is closed.
And it's already you can tell with your vision now is what you're seeing is like, well, that's pretty damn dark down there. So
right.
yeah.
Does anybody here know the light spell?
No. I don't have
Oh,
very
it
many
just so
spells
happens
anyway.
I do.
That
There
would
it
probably
is.
be helpful right now.
Now, I'm not sure why we would want to use it, but
It's
what
very
I'll do,
dark down here in the
actually-
tunnel, I say. If
I can't
anybody
see.
knows the
What
light.
do actually is let's lower our new zombie friend down. We'll cast light on it, and I'll send her
So-
off ahead.
Okay, so I got to ask. Okay, so you reanimate her. Okay,
Yeah.
so she's a zombie now. So she's like got her skin just kind of like hanging off her and stuff from where she'd been sliced up and whatnot.
It's
right?
fine. I mean, I could take out my sewing kit and kind of sew up anything that's
We don't
really
have
big
time for that,
gashes,
no.
But
Are you? Because her clothes were pulled off of her. Are you going to at least try and put her clothes over? Or are you just going to have a naked, mutilated gnome?
I
If you're
kinda
gonna have a
glanced at the
zombie, it
party.
should be
Do
a-
you guys care if she's naked? If somebody
I'm
cares?
just
I
asking
think for the shock
visual.
value, we should probably just keep it as is.
I mean, for me personally, cleric of Nerul, don't think I care. But
I don't think you do care. I agree with that. I'm just curious.
I think it would be more alarming seeing her like this than if she was wearing like a shawl.
I think that honestly, probably Wyndon wouldn't care. Actually, I know I would.
After all Chalice did for you
I know,
guys.
well, he's.
I feel a little bad about this. I'm not gonna cry myself to sleep, but
By the way, I
oh,
can.
there goes Jairus.
Did you
Tonight
guys
is
see
the night, huh?
Jairus' message?
No.
No, what did he say?
He said, "I lost sound, just me."
Oh,
was
okay.
just
so,
him.
So that was yeah.
All right, well
Yeah.
we can continue as he's.
Yeah.
It's all good. He'll be back. He'll
All
be
right,
back.
so if somebody wants to hand down the zombie, I'll just grab her and put her on the floor and send her
I'll just
forward.
kind of loop some rope around her and kind of just lower her down.
Okay, that's fine. This way I don't have to touch her.
There you go. All right.
Then when I get down there, I'll cast light on her head, and we'll send her off down the tunnel. See what you can see.
I'll say, how far can you control these creatures? Away?
Oh,
Hmm.
that's an interesting question.
It's his first time he's ever done it.
Usually I keep them pretty close, so
Right. Okay.
I feel afraid to talk about yourself while I look it up.
Yes. Yeah. You guys chat. I'm actually putting something
60
together.
feet.
right there.
I can keep her 60 feet ahead of us.
All right.
That might
All
not
right.
be a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Actually-
basically, if she's 60 feet ahead, that's enough of a start for you guys that you'll be able to keep. You'll have enough light. Essentially, what it is.
Is Merc
Going
coming
down
with
the
us, or is he staying up?
Fuck
here?
yeah, he's
You
coming
should
with you.
come with us. Yeah, I wouldn't stay here.
Making sure.
Merc's the one standing by the horse. All right, he's the second one in. Actually, he
Yeah.
drops down right behind Silverwolf because he's like, "All right, time to get the fuck out of here."
Yeah, yeah.
So,
And you're joined by a zombie, and
yeah, and he stays the hell away from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, let's have her walk ahead, and then we'll kind of see if anything attacks from the darkness at her, and then we can go from there. We don't really know where this tunnel goes, do we? We've never taken it, I don't think.
No,
No,
idea.
you guys never
So-
did, and who knows? Because now keep in mind too,
The door was closed.
it was door was closed, but also too the other like the secret doors upstairs and whatnot. That was completely different when the magic was turned on.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So it's like
For all we know, this will end at a dead end in 10 feet and just be dirt. We don't know. So,
exactly.
No.
It's
but
who
we're giving
knows?
it a try anyway.
Yeah, it seems better than just going through the front door.
I mean, yeah. I think probably if they were waiting to ambush us, they would have let us go in because we could have all been shocked, like and then they would have struck. So
But
it would make
Right.
sense they didn't hit us on the way before we got in.
If that's I mean,
Right.
there
Who knows?
there is the old clue that was given to you by
we didn't
Ash.
Pay attention to any clues.
But I was listening to that, but also I'm a criminal, so I'm more focused on gangs and ambushes
Right.
rather than on big bad individual people usually.
So true. Okay, so
what was the clue that Ash gave us?
You're not the real
She,
master.
her ghost. It's actually her ghost is like following.
Oh,
us
right,
now.
right, right.
Kind
Yeah.
of playing around her body, and it says, "You're not the real one. You're not the master."
Yeah,
And-
but we
Pointing
don't.
at something.
And she is genuinely. There's fear in the ghost's face, but at the same time, she's more like angry at whoever it is or whatever was happening to her.
So from that, I say she looks ready to receive nay rule. She has a face that just looks ready to receive him.
Well,
well, there it is.
that's just her look, man. That's not.
Yeah. So whoever it was that was there that ended up doing this to her, she was
She probably let this person in, thinking it was somebody else.
maybe, but she was getting obviously she was pissed and getting ready to fight him.
Right.
So it's not like she was like, please don't hurt me. It wasn't anything like that. She wasn't begging. She's very defiant, fiery, and what have you. Okay.
So we got our zombie glow stick walking ahead of us, trailing behind.
Yeah, all right. In that case, I'm going to put away the maul and take out my bow, and I'll follow behind. I'd like to follow like in the shadow as best I can.
Yeah, that's not a problem. Go ahead and give me a stealth. I mean, for what it'll work. But
It should probably be one of the
almost
other
enough this
half
way.
elves in
14.
the dark.
yeah.
Can
I'm sorry.
Ash see in the dark, Michael?
No, not really.
Okay, so we should
No.
probably have another dark vision person at the end of
Yeah.
the line, and then the 2 humans in the middle, or 3 humans in the middle.
I have to stay within 60 feet of her, but yeah.
Oh, I can see in the dark. What do you
Yeah,
guys?
so you should probably be at the end, at the back, keeping an eye on the rear, as it were.
Okay.
And I don't just mean Windens.
Sex tape.
So you guys keep the tunnel keeps going along. It's getting wider, and it gets to the point where 2 of you could walk across, and then it gets even larger, and it turns into an actual corridor that's at least, let's see, like a good 50 feet across. Okay. It's turned into more of a natural kind of like appearing cave is what it is. Okay. You guys keep going for a while, and then as the zombie's going, it's getting there's like, you notice that there's like a piece of a 2x4 or worked like wood, and you see some nails over in the mud. The ground here is very soft and almost sand-like. Okay, but it's not really wet. But so she keeps going until she gets to. All right, time to.
Actually, I give the command to stop.
Okay, she
and
stops.
Get up to her and tie a rope around her, and then go back and then start feeding that rope out.
Okay. So how long is the rope then?
Yeah, 100-foot rope.
It's a 100-foot rope. Okay. So, but you're still only going to give her the 60 feet, correct?
Right. Yep. So I'm still trailing behind her.
Okay. All right.
We
so
didn't get a chance to rest, did we?
No, we really haven't.
no. So now, I gotta find this spot. Oh, I think I got those guys on there. That's right. Okay. It starts turning into like there's some broken crates and stuff. You actually see jumbled footprints, and then in the light as she's marching forward, figures start to appear on the sides of the walls. And so this is where I'm going to change the map. How's that go again?
I'm like one of the villagers in Minecraft.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me get a little figure to represent old Miss Salas.
Get it good.
Okay, so we're gonna put her right here, and as she's progressing further, it starts to get that sand and what have you does start to become it is becoming wet, not overly, but
Quicksand.
Okay, you guys can go ahead and drop the rest of your stuff here.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right. Let me go ahead and get
Star of the show over here.
Still love. Awesome.
You've been taking lessons from Raleigh about being
Yeah.
large and in charge. Okay.
right.
I think it was. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay.
Maybe you're gonna get to this, but you said figures.
Yeah, I think
Yep.
that's the.
Here they come right now.
Okay.
Fuck.
Okay. Raleigh and Silverwolf, you recognize these things.
Oh
Yeah.
no. Oh no.
Oh, are they
Kinda
the constructs? Those
Yes,
Cool.
the things that were in
Vig Richard's
Ar-
house that
Vig-
Arver put
yeah.
together.
Yeah, that's that meeting room with where you went and where his mom got killed. Okay, so now essentially I've got these three guys right here, and you'll have to pardon me for last minuting a lot of this stuff here. But there's these three guys. So she comes walking forward, and these guys light up. Okay, these are those constructs again. But there's also tons of crates and boxes that are stacked along the walls, and it looks like there's a lot of let's see here, all kinds of different. It looks like this is part of like a storage / assembly area of things that have these guys. Okay,
How far roughly did we walk to get to this point?
You guys traveled quite a bit, so you guys were moving. I don't know. Probably moved at least 200 yards, 200 to 300 yards.
Was that far enough to get to? It's not far enough to get to Vic
No, it's
Richard's
not very
house,
far.
but is it to
No, it is
Arbor's
not.
house?
No, it is not. But here's the thing: is if that if that's even where you guys are going, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These, who knows where this is actually at, and so basically, these these animated these constructs come alive as soon as she gets up here, and they just start going after her.
Can we run around her, do you think?
You can try.
I'll actually yank on the rope a little bit.
Because
pull
here,
it back.
let me.
No.
Don't bring them toward us.
Belay that. Belay that.
All right, hold on a second here. Let me.
I don't care about this zombie. I never knew this. I never knew this woman in real life. I don't care about her zombie either.
No, I mean we did know her. We don't care about her zombie. So.
Okay. Did that didn't go into place, did it? When I just did that.
What happened? What did you do?
That got everything. I'll have to reveal
Now
it.
it's all black.
Yeah, I'll just reveal it. Because I even though I showed you guys what it was there, it's fine because you know you're in a tunnel. The only reason I'm doing that is because there is, this is where it's getting cut off, so to speak. So are you guys going to do anything or no?
So are these like 10-foot squares then, or what is this?
I was using 5 feet. So let's see, from here, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 50. Okay, so we'll go and reveal right there too. So.
She should be further ahead too then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're 60 feet
basically,
behind her.
technically,
We moved
you guys
up.
are your back is basically what it is.
Yeah.
So this is just strictly for. That's as big as my map is. So
Yeah.
I get it.
So unless you guys are going to do anything,
I say these things I think are going to be bad news.
You think?
okay, they
Yeah,
close
we could just skirt around them. I don't care.
They
We could
close in
try.
and they hack her to bits.
Yeah, by the time we get there,
I mean,
by the time we get around her, it's going to be too late.
Yeah.
She'll try to defend herself. That's an automatic thing that she'll try to do even without a command. So
Okay, so here I'll go ahead and I'll just do a couple of attacks right quick. And let's see.
But they probably move slowly, so we might be able to pick some off before they get to us.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe I'm gonna shoot
Yeah.
at one actually.
So-
yeah, and she has undead fortitude. So I mean, she'll probably come back to life at least once.
Once they start hacking at her, they take off running and try to run around them to the crates
But
here.
yeah, I definitely. I mean, you would have taken her down there, but then she gets her save to see if she comes back.
So whenever you
Which
get
one would have taken her down? Actually, the first attack took her down, so her save would be a 12 or a 17.
Yeah, so let's see how many attacks were those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
The very
Yeah.
first attack up there took her down, so at that point she gets a con save of a DC.
Well, here's the second part, because basically that
13.
wasn't all of their attacks. So they got each of them have one more. They're all attacking twice, essentially. 2, 3, 4, 5. So essentially, regardless if even with that happening, she gets hacked to bits. Is basically what ends up happening. She starts like getting her second wind or whatever the hell it is, and unless intervenes seriously, then she just takes fire. You are going to shoot though, correct, Wyndon?
yeah,
Yeah,
I was
so am
shooting
I.
this one
Okay.
right here.
All right,
Yeah,
everybody, we need a niche.
Okay.
All right, so let's see here.
Initiative.
Well, that's the wrong thing. That's not what I wanted.
12.
That's what I wanted. Okay. Oh, I didn't. Let me clear it. Hold on. So You guys can go ahead and you probably want those. Just go ahead and type them in there. Put them in.
We can't. I don't think, can we?
Do I have to do
You
that
roll
for you?
again. I rolled the exact same thing twice. That's fine.
Roll it again and did.
Okay.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
I got the same thing too.
I'm gonna take my 19 over the 5.
Yeah, can we give Wounded his 19 though?
There
Oh
we go.
yeah. Okay. I have to put it in. Obviously.
Oh, I wish we got to rest.
Well, who was down from what? You guys weren't down, were you?
Oh, yeah.
Man. We fought. We haven't rested since Three Toes.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
definitely a drain of resources.
Okay. So, Wyndon, you shoot. Which one do you shoot?
I was shooting at this guy right there, if you could see that.
Okay. Yep, because you hit him.
Great.
And let me just check one thing. Oh, did it go away? It sure did. I must have closed it out. There we go. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. There we go. All right, so I just need to check conditions. Okay, that's good. All right, cool. So you got him for 8, and he takes it, and he's not happy about it.
He dies
Okay.
immediately.
Nope, not even
Crumbles to
close.
dust.
All right, Ash, it is your turn.
Nobody else is running by them. Okay.
Wyndon only gets
You-
one attack.
Well, you're
I do
the
get 2 attacks. I didn't know if that was like my surprise attack before initiative or not. So
yeah. Go ahead, man.
Okay,
Just go ahead and take another attack.
same guy, of course.
Yeah.
Ooh, there you go.
So I take it that's another here. Hold on, let me get on the right spot. Oh yeah, you hit again. Look at you. Okay, he doesn't go down. Essentially, they just fly into him, stick into him. He does like immediately turn.
Yeah,
As,
that's fine.
as do all of them.
Oh, I
now-
was hoping it'd only be the one. Okay.
Even though
Yeah.
even though she's hacked apart, all her individual pieces and parts are still glowing with light.
So that's helpful.
Yeah. So the
job,
light
Ash.
smell, the light smell off of her pieces and parts of her corpse are still there. So
And Salus
Okay.
is still
Good
being
point,
helpful
I
from
can't do
beyond the
that at
grave.
same time.
exactly, exactly. All right, Ash, what you got, man?
Oh, I'm trying to decide. Because if I do that, I'll have to drop the light.
Hmm.
We don't want me to drop the light.
Is
So
light
I'm-
concentration? I thought
Yeah,
they
light's concentration.
really. Oh,
And
that's-
so is spirit guardians. So
Yes.
um,
I didn't realize that they made that. That's kind of weak.
Wait,
I don't
according
like
to
it.
this, light is not concentration.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Look at the page me anyway.
I thought I read that it was. Maybe
It just ends if you cast it again or dismiss it.
Okay.
it'd
Good.
be handy if it wasn't.
We're gonna say
I think
it's
in
not.
no, it's not. So yeah, I call forth the power of Nay rule to send me some of his guardians to defend me and
Excellent. So what
spirit
is
guardians?
what do your spirit guardians look like?
Well, they're gonna look like
A bunch of undead Saluses?
Yeah. They look like little skull type things with like fire and ochre kind of coming out of them.
Okay. All right. Do me a favor and just cast the spell into the chat line there so that we can refer to it when we need to. Because I know they'll take damage when they enter. I know it's when they end it in there, but I want to know if it's when they enter too. Ah, that's all right. I've got you. You looking it up there, Steve?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, it's you call forth spirits to protect you. They flit around to a distance of 15 feet for the duration. If you are evil, they appear fiendish. When you
When it
cast a
enters the-
spell,
Yeah.
you can designate any number of creatures you can see to be unaffected by it. An unaffected creature's speed is halved in the area, and when it enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it must make a
Okay.
Wisdom save. And on a failed save, it'll take 3d8 necrotic damage.
That's
There you
what I
go.
thought. Okay, I thought it was when it enters as well.
Yep,
Or
when it
ends.
enters or when it ends. And
Okay.
so,
I forgot to do something here.
actually,
Take 2 of them off the board. Is that what you forgot?
No, I
Default.
forgot. Merc is with you guys. I forgot.
Yeah, Merc.
So let me get Merc up into this mix here.
Merc is probably the only one feeling good, so...
Yeah, Merc hasn't taken any damage, so he's good.
Actually, I don't... Did Ash take any damage?
no, I'm fine. Thanks for checking.
All right. Winded, I don't think, did either, so it's just me
I
and
took a
Raleigh.
little, but I'm okay.
Okay.
Let me see here. I hope this has got the. Oh,
It's a
he doesn't.
15-foot
That's not
radius.
what I want.
That's not what I needed to draw.
Let's see. I just got to find the right. They don't. All right, I'll have to just make it up as I go.
There's my Spirit
So-
Guardians.
Cool.
Let me get that down. Okay, so there's him. Did you put it in the chat?
I did.
Ah, there it is. Okay. All right, cool. All right, so they're 15 foot out from you. I should be able to give you a 15-foot radius. Let's see here.
Oh, that's right. It's from yourself, isn't it? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I
it
needed that.
generates out from you.
All right, and we can take it.
All
That's
All right, you
fine.
just walk right up next to him.
Do
Stand
your
where
thing.
Salus is standing, and we'll be fine.
Yeah. All right, we're going to old school that. I don't know the technical way for doing that.
I can do it here. That's
Yeah,
not
okay.
a problem.
It's in the. You do it off the token, right? Or
Yeah,
there it is.
click
How do
it,
you-
click the little gear thing, and then where it says
Yeah.
RO1, just put 15.
R01.
AURA aura. Or aura 2, if you want.
Oh, yeah.
I have an aura now.
Oh, okay, I see it.
That-
And then you can color it. That's what that is.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool. All right, I was going on to the advanced bar. That's why I wasn't seeing it. Okay.
I showed the folks
So-
at home while you were doing that how to do it on your token.
Oh, you're so good. All right, so they got to make. I've got 2 of them here. Need to make saving throws.
Yep. My
And it-
DC is 15, I want to say.
Okay, and it was
Yes.
which was it? Dex or was it Con?
It's a wisdom.
It won't be
Wisdom,
until they
that's right.
start their turn,
Oh,
though,
this is going to be good.
which is in 2 seconds. So
Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, but when they first enter into it, and I would assume that would
Or
mean
begin
when you
their
first-
turn.
or begin their turn.
Yeah,
Okay,
when
so
they begin their turn.
all
so
right,
it basically doesn't take effect until
Yeah,
their next
no.
turn after that. But as
well,
soon
it's
as
their turn
done-
now.
No,
so-
it's their turn now. So
Right.
Okay, so let's just continue on with that. So we got 2. These guys are both going to fail bad. Yep. Okay, so they take.
3d8.
Okay. Go ahead and then roll that for me.
Just 8 for them each.
Okay, so this guy is going to. All right. This the first one that's got the arrows already sticking out of it, looking kind of bad. It's kind of like starting to like. Okay, now these sort of look more like suits of armor than the ones that you saw in Vig Richard's place. They looked more like it was like more like tree trunks put together and ironclad pieces put onto them. These ones they're smaller, more compact, more humanoid side, and more look like just suits of armor. Okay.
Got it.
All right. So let's see. Here they go, and let me see what the movement on these guys. I should just be.
Train's here.
Time to go.
Money train?
Yeah. Oh
yeah.
shit, we're missing the money train.
Guys,
Okay, so this right here that's a big rock, so they have to step around that.
Oh, that's not like a
So,
pit. That's a
5,
rock.
10, 15, 20,
And their speed
25.
is halved while they're in.
Okay, and these things
Yeah,
aren't
their
very
speed is all
smart.
halved.
Oh, okay, so that's right. So let me
Move
see
back.
when they get. So he started here, so 5.
That's 10. Oh,
And
yeah.
that's,
My
and
bad.
he was right there, so 5, 10. Okay, so he's just going to get to right here. And then
And that guy that
5.
just entered needs a save.
And, yeah. They're all going to, because they're all walking right into it. All right. And put that guy there. And put that guy there. These are not incredibly smart, if you've noticed. So we're
So they're
gonna
like
go.
Raleigh.
Oh, Raleigh! Oh,
Who got the book? Right?
yeah. 1, 2. None of these guys are gonna make it, I'm sure. Yep. Bam, bam, bam.
Wow,
Okay.
-3.
Yeah. Oh, they're constructs, man. Okay, so I need you to give me another. Actually, I think I'm missing one. Yep, because they all are entering, and I need to roll one more. Give me another roll. I'll give you a chance to see.
Dozen.
There you go.
I'm so nice. Just let me. I'm sure he's going to fail his. Yep. Okay. Okay, so they all failed. So.
This is a great spell. You know what? Ash is all right.
Hey, tell you, there's a reason Faustinian used it all the time. Complete reference to those watching. That's a complete reference to another campaign.
That's a
Don't worry about
reference that only 3 of us get.
it. That's right.
Yeah.
Make sure that I got everybody here now.
Niche target audience there.
That's right.
Right.
It's basically one of those things I did for myself, and fuck you if you don't know what I'm talking about. All right. So one of them does get close enough to attack you, but only one.
Okay.
So here we go. Attack 1.
That'll
Attack
hit.
2.
That'll
Okay.
miss.
Okay, so you only take 3 points of damage.
That guy's still
Alright.
up?
Oh yeah, he looks really bad though.
Wow.
I'll need a con save at advantage then, because I'm a warcaster.
Now these, just so you guys know, even though they're carrying swords, they're more like for show. They're blunt instruments. That's why they're doing blunt damage.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So yeah, I rolled a 17 there with advantage. So
Okay, cool. You're good. It is still up. All right. Oh wow. I think this is going to be over a hell of a lot sooner than I thought. Okay. Oh, that was the constructs. Raleigh!
All right, Riley's going to run up here with all his movement and twin a booming blade against these two right here with
Okay.
his glaive.
All right.
So, first attack, and then second.
First attack hits.
All right.
And so which one was the first one you hit? Just ping it for me.
One on the bottom.
That one? Okay. It just sinks into it pretty decently with a nice satisfying chong. But it does not go down, but you can see that the head's really wobbling on it now. Okay. Silverwolf. Is it maul time?
No.
No.
Silverwolf is still limping from the last battle. I
still didn't put in
as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on the guy here. And then I'm going to take a couple of steps this way. And then I'm going to shoot my arrows at him.
Okay. Which one are you doing it on? I'm sorry.
The guy right here in the front next to...
okay. All right.
I figure I got a good shot here. He's already been hit. Actually, they all have, I guess. Longbow. 11 probably misses. Oh, geez, a 14.
14 misses. They're hitting them. They're just being deflected off.
Yeah,
into
bouncing
the dirt.
off.
Bing, bing.
All right, well, I would have done a lot of damage if I had hit.
Oh, you know, wait. You know what we didn't do? Is it the first time they come in and then everyone that they end?
No, it's at
that's
the
the
start of each turn.
It's just the start of each turn
Yeah.
once they've entered it. Yeah. So
Okay,
it's
I was gonna say because they would have had to have. So they're only taking damage once around is essentially what. It is.
Right.
Okay.
correct, Yeah.
I was about to say because that would be like super powerful,
Yeah.
way more powerful than I thought. Okay.
So that's it for me. I'm done. But this guy is now hunter's marked.
All right.
Oh, did
Got
you
it.
roll the hunter's mark? Oh, you didn't hit. Never mind. Sorry.
That didn't hit, so it didn't matter.
Sorry.
But yeah.
And actually, you know what? Steve knew that.
It's around the-
No, I did. I forgot. I'm not trying to be a jerk.
But I
Okay,
would.
so
Okay, so it's Wyndon's turn.
I'm gonna
Just rubbing
shoot
it
at
in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot at the one that I was shooting at before, which I've lost track now.
Okay.
I don't know if that's this
It's-
one
I
or.
think it's
Yes,
that
it
one,
is.
yeah.
It's that one.
Okay,
It is
great.
that
So
one.
first shot. Hopefully for 20. Once hit.
Uh-huh.
There we go.
There you go.
So essentially,
28.
Okay,
because
well, that-
because he's a wizard and he imbues his bolts with magic, it punches right through the chest of it, leaving a nice gap, and it just kind of like it doesn't fall backwards, but it just kind of like just falls to the floor like the magic that was imbuing it had been completely sapped out, and it is nothing but a pile now.
I'll back up a tiny bit more, and that's it for me.
Okay. All right, there it is. Ash, it's your turn again.
If you're talking,
my-
we can't hear you.
Yeah, it just looks like you're blowing me
Oh,
kisses
yep.
right now.
All right. Just taking a
I mean,
little
that was
step
sweet and all, but it doesn't
backwards.
really help us during the battle.
Taking a little step backwards there, and then I'm just going to let's see. Let's tell them that they. How does this spell work again? All right. Kind of point at that one there that's got some damage to it, and then I say, actually, there's a bell begins to ring. And the rest of you kind of get scared a little bit, but it needs a wisdom save.
These things are. You're gonna just kick the shit out of all these.
we
Pick the
don't-
one that you're going after.
Which one has damage?
Actually, all of those have damage.
Okay, well, the one closest to me done. I'm just pointing
Okay.
at it.
Got it. Okay, and it's gotta get a
15.
wisdom. All right. I seriously doubt it's gonna make it. Nope. So it takes how much?
It's a 1d8. So it's Toll the Dead is what the spell is.
Gotcha. So 2 points.
It's the
What level character is Ash?
5.
13.
Doesn't it
Yeah.
go
Yeah,
up
it
to
should be
2?
2d8 by now.
It should be 2d8,
Oh, it's 2d8.
right?
Yep, you're
Yeah,
right.
there you go.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll another one.
One more.
All
4
right.
more. 6 total.
All right. Got it. Excellent. Okay, so it's the construct's turns.
They
Okay,
all need a whiz save.
that's right. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4 that need it. So we're gonna go left to right. We got a 1. Oh, look at that.
Double one.
We got a
Snake
2.
eyes.
That one
That
actually
guy made
made it. And that one, nope. And no.
No, he did.
Oh yeah, he made it too.
Made it
Okay.
too. So they'll actually take half damage. So the ones
Okay.
that made it will take 13. The ones that failed will take 13. The ones that made it will take 6.
Okay, so let's see. We got still up. That really is making these guys, a couple of these guys, look pretty shabby. Starting to like.
So the scene is we have a liquefied ghoul glowing that used to be Salus, and then we have flaming devil skulls running around damaging these
Yeah,
small
you got it.
cadre of constructs.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Cool.
And these bells are starting to ring, and it's
Yeah, Ash is basically kicking everyone's ass up there while the rest of us just hang out in the back.
Okay, so they've all taken damage now. Everybody that's within your howling, spinning, fun of doom thing, they're looking pretty bad. But this guy gets to close in on you.
all right.
That guy gets to close in on you. That guy gets to close in on you. These guys
Uh-oh.
go after Raleigh.
How's Raleigh feeling? Because he...
Not great. All right, so that guy takes 2d8 when he moves.
For the boom.
Yep.
Which
Actually, I
one?
had the
The
boom,
first. Which one?
Attack one.
The first one. This guy right here.
The one northernmost.
Oh.
So I have
This guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So
and he took 4. Is that what it is? That's what you rolled.
Yep.
So, got it. Okay, so now let's do some attacks. So these are all the attacks going against Ash.
Ooh.
Oh, that'll hit. There's only 3 of them there, so that last one there would be.
Yeah, they get 2 attacks. 1, 2.
Oh, they get
3,
2. Okay.
4, 5, 6. So how many of those hit?
Bottom.
1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4. Those 4 hit. So 4, 8.
17.
Okay, so you take 17 points of damage as they just start beating on you. Okay, Raleigh, here you go.
All right.
So it looks like 2 will hit you. For
I'll
11.
cast shield and just make it 1.
Okay, so you take the 6 then.
Yeah.
All right.
I need 4 con saves.
Oh,
DC
jeez.
would be 10 for each, but I get them all at advantage. So
Yeah.
first one made it, second one made it, third one makes it, fourth one makes it. Barely.
That does come in handy. I'll have to remember that if I play caster.
It's a good feat.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially
Yeah.
for
I'm
something
gonna play
like
a
this.
melee caster. It's
Yeah.
title. You have to.
All right. Well, that's all of them. Raleigh.
All right, Raleigh is going to, as a bonus action, cast Thunderous Smite, and then he is going to twin Booming Blade once more.
Okay.
So first one will be at the guy on the bottom, second one at the guy on top. The 15 good enough?
No, it is not.
So let's miss. He is going to hightail it then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I know I'll provoke the attacks of opportunity.
Yeah, just 1 though. Well, no,
No,
yeah,
2.
because they're both.
One
Yeah,
from
2.
each,
Yeah. I'm thinking they're the 2 attacks, but yeah. That one hits. That one misses. So you take 8 points from the one.
I'll shield again.
Okay. Ooh, you're getting low on spells, ain't you, brother?
I am not actually.
He
So
tossed you last
part of
time.
the reason I took so much damage in that fight against Three Toes is I only
Because you
cast
weren't.
one slot. So I
Okay.
have no hit points, but like all of my spells.
Oh, look, it's Merc's turn.
Hey.
Because I put him into the rotation. He's like, fucking A. He's going to go ahead and shoot. Let's see here. Because he doesn't have... I'm going to have to make Merc his own little Doom-a-Hicker. Oh, wow, that was terrible. And let's do the next one. Because he's shooting. He's got a short bow that he pulled out and he's shooting. Okay, he hit with that one. Okay. Short bow is D6, right?
D6, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
For some reason, I was thinking D8 for a second there. Okay, so. And he hit. Yep. Okay, that's enough. This one he downs with two well-placed arrows into it. Ching ching.
Nice.
All right, Silver Wolf.
Okay. I'm gonna attack this guy since he's still hexed.
How Merc got ahead of you with a 10, I don't know, but
It doesn't
okay.
matter.
Nah, it doesn't.
18 hit
Actually, yes, it does.
for 18. 20 damage.
Which one are you attacking now?
This guy right here.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
you're moving up on him using them all. You said?
No, I shot with my bow.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So you got him for 18,
20.
20. Okay, it crumples into a pile.
Then with my bonus action, I move Hunter's Mark to this guy.
Okay.
And then I'm going to shoot him because I have another attack. That was only the first one.
Yep. Go ahead.
19
That hits.
for 22.
It crumples to the ground.
Yeah. I look at Wyndon and I say, Deadeye.
Speaking of Deadeye, it's
Yeah.
your
And
turn.
that's it for me.
Wyndon allows himself the luxury of the very small frown, and he shoots the longbow at the one that's right next to Ash.
Okay.
So that's first shot, and then
That
second
hits.
shot. And that one,
That one misses.
Yeah,
So
that's
let's see how much has this guy got. Oh, okay, he's still up.
yeah,
Technically, now we're even, though, because you hit once before, so.
Okay.
and that's it. He's gonna stay there.
All right, Ash.
You're muted again, Michael.
You're blowing me kisses again.
Ash steps diagonal this way
Mm-hmm.
and actually pulls out his shield finally. And then he calls forth that bell again. This time, both of them are hearing it because he's a Reaper. Forgot about that last time. So they both are going to need wisdom saves.
Okay. I have a feeling that they're going to fail both of them.
And the DC is 15 against it. Yep, they'll both
They
fail
both
it.
fail. And so how much is that?
5 for one, 10 for the other.
Okay, so... Okay. They're both still up. Looking really ragged, though. All right. Constructs, let's do some saves. Nope. Okay, both of
Nice.
them fall into heaps. Because
Nice.
it doesn't really matter what damage you end up rolling on, it's going to get them.
All right.
So they both fall down now.
Ash is the MVP of that one.
Yeah, that was
Right?
pretty effective
Way to
use
go.
of spells.
Yeah, Merc's standing right next to you. When he like elbows you in the ribs, he goes, "Fucking A, this one's a good one to have around."
Yeah, he definitely was useful there for sure.
We'll just send them on to where they belong to. They destroyed my beautiful, beautiful zombie that I had created.
I mean, beautiful.
Yeah,
There's
it's
a
more of
little-
metaphor than
Yeah,
literal.
maybe subjective, but
So at this point in time,
Raleigh's looking through the crates.
okay, Merc lights a torch. I want each and every one of you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Dear.
It's not anything bad. I'm
Oof.
just looking to see.
9.
Not good at those.
20.
Ash gets it. Raleigh, I'm not going to give it to you. What happened to Raleigh? Is he still there? I don't
He's
see.
up
up,
near the
he's
crates.
up above.
Yeah, he's up
Yeah.
checking out crates and remnants. And...
Oh, I mean, I don't see his picture. That's what I was saying.
He's up further.
He's up.
Oh, there he is. I see it.
North.
There he is. I just had to look. Well, Skype moves around sometimes and whatnot. The only reason I'm not giving it to you, Raleigh, is because you're over and looking in the crates and because it's something that Raleigh wouldn't think of.
Sure.
That's it. So what comes to Ash's mind is Well, you know what? Ash wouldn't know this either. So, being the nice guy that I am, I know who does think of it, though. Your good man, Merc. And he goes, you know, if a fella was looking to frame the outfit, having a bunch of parts of some of their constructs to throw around the battlefield might help out with that.
Ooh.
It's a good idea, Merc.
Merc, are you
I
getting
know.
smarter in your old age? All
I've
right.
always been smart.
Good thinking. Do we have anything we could stuff some of these parts into?
No.
He points over at a crate. I think
Well,
we do.
We gotta just carry a box out.
What is in
So,
the crates? By
In
the
the
way?
crates is what you. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reveal a little bit more, and I'm not. It doesn't really matter at this point in time because none of those other guys are coming alive. There is parts, lots of parts. There's like gears and metal plates.
Oh,
and
this is what he was importing.
it looks like a bunch of stuff for putting together some of the things that you just killed. Now,
Right.
this cavern, because Merc lit a torch too. You actually see there's some more of these other constructs in here, but they all look like they're in different degrees of being put together,
right. Okay.
or maybe they weren't. Maybe not finished. Maybe there was
They
something
haven't-
wrong with them. You're not
Haven't been
sure.
activated yet.
Right, and there's a lot of crates, and as you guys start walking through, and I'm sure you're being careful and what have you, this cavern, underground cavern, starts opening up and becomes much larger, and there's a lot more of these crates, and then you come to a stairwell, a spiral stairwell going up.
Is this a good place for a break?
Actually, yes, very much so, and I forgot about
Mostly
that. Thank
because
you
I
for
have to
reminding me.
pee.
Yeah. Right? So, hey, everybody, go ahead. We're going to take a quick break. Go refresh your beverages, get some snacks, what have you. We'll be back for the second half of episode 15 of Return to the Bandit King.
When the Press Gang Opportunists climb the stair.
Climbing the stairs.
There we go. And we are back in the Bandit
Welcome
Kingdoms.
back. Yay! Woo. All right. So, you are at a spiral staircase which leads up.
Now, is this the only staircase? Are we in a wide open area right now, or is it?
It's gotten the passage itself. The cavern has gotten much larger, but it's like still maybe at it comes and it goes. Where the staircase is at is maybe about 100 feet, and but it shrinks down to like say 50 or so and winds back out and stuff. It seems kind of natural.
Does it seem like there's other ways to get out of here besides the way we came, or
No,
or is this
not
it?
that you
Okay.
can tell. No,
Okay.
and this spiral staircase that goes up is a metal staircase that seems to have been built in. Well, obviously, it's not part of the natural surroundings. So,
All right. Well, I'm gonna sneak up and just see. I'm gonna very slowly, as quietly as I can. I suppose I need a stealth check
yes, you do,
just
sir.
to see what's
Do you have Pass
there.
on Trace as a spell?
No,
Oh,
no,
that's-
I don't know. I don't have many spells.
He's
at all.
like, "Man, fuck
23
that, I don't
though. I
need
got a 23 as it were, as it is. So.
Nice.
Yes. So well done, sir. All right,
I was a scout in the army.
there you go. So
How
you
much
start.
do crates weigh?
The crates, the smallest crate is basically about 100 pounds.
What about the largest crate?
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Largest
right.
crates are going to be probably a lot.
Yeah.
We could, two of us, we could
Roughly
fairly
500.
easily take one crate each.
I don't know about these low strength characters. Now,
Yeah.
you, Silverwolf,
I'm
is the
not
other one that's
bad.
got strength, yeah.
Raleigh's just as strong as I am. We found
Oh,
out.
that's
It's that-
right. That's right. I keep
The
I keep
natives
wanting
are
to
like
say-
wiry tough, you know. They've got
Is that what it is?
And I've dug a lot of holes. I built some muscle.
There you go. Oh
There you go.
yeah. Three
Okay,
toes
so
was
how
a
do
win,
how do you
but-
guys want to do that? Are you just looking to take pieces and parts out of some of these other ones, or are you gonna?
I think we should take
I
at
guess-
least one crate.
Yeah. So well, let's backpedal a little bit because as you guys are sitting around contemplating that, Merc says, if we're going to be taking something to leave behind as sort of, to place blame on the outfit, I think the best things that we could take would be the ones we've already destroyed.
Yeah, they already look all roughed up. Agreed.
So,
All right, but if we're gonna hide the rest of these, we'll need to remove them.
I think we should take them all. Let's take it, guys. This stuff is valuable. If you find valuables and no one is there, you take them. Did your mother teach you anything?
here's the thing, lad. Most of this stuff is not really worth anything. I mean, it's sure for some scrap metal or something like that, but it's.
But they're magical. Didn't you just see
No, they're not magical. Your father imbues the magic
Well,
into them.
I'm not really
Not,
sure,
yeah.
but
You're speaking
Wyndon,
Spanish.
you're a wizard, aren't you? That's what the boys keep saying. Can you look at these things and tell us what's magical and what's not?
Couple of things. First, not a wizard. Second, no, I can't. Third,
Oh.
I think we should take the ones we've defeated, and if Raleigh really wants to grab a crate, that's fine, but I think Silverwolf was thinking of going up those stairs first, so I
yeah,
don't know.
I'm already sneaking up there as you guys are discussing this.
all right. So Raleigh
I turned
picks
to
up
Wyndon.
100-pound crates and is just trying to he can carry the weight, but it's still really big and bulky, and he can't see where he's going. And he's, all right, let's go. I'm ready.
I turned to Wyndon back when Raleigh was talking there and kind of as an aside say, boy, that Rainy woman who follows him around sure gets talks about his father like that.
Yep. Yeah, they have a bit of a history, as it were.
You'll have to tell me the story sometime.
It's
Yeah.
delightful.
Yeah, and Merc kind of like gets kind of close to you, Wind, and he goes, yeah, he might be great in a fight, but man, this fucker's weird.
Yep, that's my life now. This is my life. So
Yeah. All right, so you guys essentially Merc takes one of the crates and he like empties it out, sets it down, and he starts picking up the broken pieces and putting it into it.
that's an idea. It's probably a bit more manageable.
Well, I don't know what else you were going to think of doing. I mean,
I think Raleigh literally wants to steal these crates, which, whatever. When Silverwolf gets back, we'll see from there. I can't carry a lot of this going on. But
Well, let's just haul all this back to Salus's house and hide it there.
there's a lot of these crates. It's not like
Yeah.
there's just these ones that I had here on this initial map.
Right.
Far too much for you guys to be packing up and carrying with you, unless you want to make an all-day event out of it. I mean,
I
you're
don't.
You're more than welcome to do that. I mean,
Good news is we have so much evidence to frame the outfit. The bad news is we missed the money train.
I know. Thinking of timetables here.
Right.
So.
Okay,
If
so
Rob wants to take one crate, that's fine, but I'm not going to make a day of it though. So
Yeah, let's just take. Why don't we empty the crates and stick some of the broken pieces to the ones we beat up into the crates, and then bring them up.
that's exactly
That
what
is a
we're-
brilliant original idea.
okay, and Merc, yeah, I kind of thought it was. All right. And so now let's go over to Silverwolf. Okay, so you're going up this spiral staircase, room, and it goes up, goes through the ceiling, goes on to the next level. Okay, the next level is a little bit more of the same. Lots of crates. There is a double door in this room. On the far end, it looks to be locked.
Can I listen at the door, see if I hear anything?
The spiral stairs continue to go up too. So this room that you've come out in is kind of it's a much larger room. So this is like 100 by 100, and this is actually carved out of the ground, sort of thing. So obviously, too bad you guys didn't have a dwarf with you. It seems like whatever the passage you were coming down originally was sloping, because you're obviously further underground than you were when you dropped down into the hole in Salus's place.
Okay.
So, okay.
I just want to listen at that door first.
Quiet, very quiet. That's a big metal,
That's a 22
door.
perception check.
and you do a great job, and you hear nothing on the other side. You do such a good job. You can hear the wind swirling around ever so slightly in a larger area.
I just feel the door, feel the metal upon my skin.
Feels
Nice
cold.
little moment. You're gonna come back.
There's-
Your meditative door listening.
There's enough of a crack at the bottom that you get down and you actually can peer through slightly. And with your dark vision, you can see, because there's obviously some sort of light sources in there, although it's not well lit, you see hundreds of sets of feet.
I'm assuming more armor, I'm hoping.
Yes, you can deduce that these are definitely more of the sets of the whatchamacallits, the like constructs types of feats,
Okay.
and varying sizes of them too.
That's creepy as all hell. I mean, and now this is just coming from the guy who just saw a naked, cut open Salus walking down
Right?
a hall, glowing like the sun. All right, I'm gonna head back to the staircase and
Okay.
go up and peek around.
Okay. The staircase goes up another level and exits out onto what appears to be a like the chamber inside of some sort of like. The first thing that comes to mind is a castle or some sort of stronghold. It's all stonework, and it looks like it doesn't look like there's a passage going to your left and to your right. It basically empties out into this big, large passageway, and it seems to be curved, concave a little. Like you can see as it starts to disappear one side and disappear another, it starts to bend.
I wish I knew this city better than I do.
No, you don't.
All right. That's as far as I'm gonna go.
Okay. Give me another perception check.
Okay.
While he's doing all that, I'm packing up the body of Salus in
Not
one of those
good. 8.
crates.
It was almost a 19, which would have been like 25.
Almost.
24.
Yeah, that would have been great. Okay, that's basically all you check. You're packing up Salus's corpse?
Yep.
You never know
All
when
right.
you need a corpse.
Never know when I
Well-
need to animate a zombie or a skeleton. All I need is a pile of bones, so packing it up.
And see, the funny part of it is Merc looks at you doing it and goes, "Oh, you know what? That's a great idea, because we shouldn't be leaving behind any kind of evidence.
Yeah,
If we
right,
can think
you're
not
right.
to." Okay.
All right. And when I head back down, once I get back down, I tell everybody what I saw.
Okay.
I don't
So-
know what. I wish. Unfortunately, I'm not great with on the ground. I don't know where we are, but I'm curious as to where we pop up if we went up straight up in the city.
Well, let's go. Right?
No, let's not do that right now. Maybe it's some other time.
So back to Salus's?
I think for the moment, since it doesn't look like we're getting out of this way.
That place is
I mean, there's
fucking
definitely an exit here, but it looks like we're exiting into someplace that
Which is
is
not a great idea.
outfit related, at least
Exactly.
Arver Nady related. So,
Which is even worse,
Yeah.
I think. So, are we
and
doing,
as much as I would love to take on Arver, I don't think either Raleigh or myself are in much of a position to do so at the moment.
No,
Well,
that's-
I hate to say it, but I wish we knew more about who killed her. I mean, it's obvious that they weren't sitting around waiting for you guys. Otherwise, there would have been people there to jump us as soon as we showed up. But who knows? They could be
They could be
waiting
outside. Yeah.
It's very true. But funny man, yeah, Mr. Worshipper of Death. What did you say that the ghost of the little girl was saying?
She was, she currently actually still is continuing to say it over and over and over again that was not the true master. That's very.
Is she talking
Very-
about, and this has been my concern from the beginning, but I've kept it to myself. When we're talking about masters and we're talking about all this magic, is she working for a demon or something?
I don't know. Is she?
I don't know.
What's a demon?
Or even I use, for all we know.
I don't know.
it's a crazy.
I don't know the lady. I mean, y'all introduced me to her.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I'm talking again. I'm not directing everything at you. I'm directing it toward Wyndon and Raleigh.
I mean, it's
So this
possible.
is what I think.
I'm fairly certain the only thing I've directed at you was a muffin I threw at you at one point. But
And it was delicious.
So this is what I think. Salus was fucking weird,
yes,
and weird people tend to get murdered. So
it's more than that. It's more than that. It has to be. It's related to this whole.
Definitely more than that.
Yeah.
She was, from what Ash is saying, it sounds like she had a confrontation with someone, and that someone killed her, or someone's proxies killed her.
she's weird.
She is very weird.
How
but
much
that's,
did you want to kill her? Because I wanted to kill her pretty bad.
I actually didn't really want to
I
kill her. all
kind
that
I kind of got to like her a little bit.
Why the hell would you want to kill such a sweet little gnome girl like
I
her?
mean, she was creepy,
She's-
but I kind of
well,
got to
Of
like
course,
her.
she was creepy, but that's beside the point.
I only met her the one time, but she seemed
Creepy
perfectly
people get
fine to
murdered.
me.
Anyway, let's get back. If
Yeah.
we're going to Salus's house, let's pack up some of this stuff. If I can empty a crate and stick one of those constructs that we destroyed into it, or as much of that construct as I can into it, I'm going to do that.
Merc already did that. Raleigh dumps the 100-pound crate and just like tosses it on the ground so it breaks. And he's like, "Hey, there, muscles. Come help me get a big one." and see if him and Silverwolf can take a 500-pounder back to Salus's. I'll do most of the heavy lifting. Put on your big girl pants.
So are you guys gonna help him?
I mean, how many of these guys can we take? Because I think that's more important to take the ones that we've already destroyed.
I imagine once they're all blown up into bits, they got all.
Because they have a ton. If we even take one of these, it's not going to affect their business here because there's a whole room of these things.
Yeah.
On the second level.
All right, let's just gather up the ones we destroyed and head upstairs.
For each one that was destroyed, it will fill one 100-pound crate.
All right, so I'm gonna take one of those.
Okay.
Well, let's all load it into one big one. Just carry it together.
You can do that.
We can do that.
We could crate with that also includes Salus's body.
We could talk. Yeah, how much could Salus weigh? 40 pounds. We could stick her on top.
So
basically, so
the 500-pound crates are too big to fit back through.
So let's just take the smaller ones.
All right, so we'll take some smaller crates. Raleigh will just.
Wyndon can carry the pieces, the whatever pieces of Salus are left over.
Nope.
Put it in a sack.
Bow out. Because all of you guys have your hands full, he's got his weapon out. So
yeah, that's what it is.
So
That's the reasoning.
Merkel help. Merkel help
the
carry.
broken guys on one shoulder, and then he grabs one of the constructed, defective constructs that was standing up, and just drags that behind him with it.
Yeah, you're not that strong, dude. A full construct. The ones that you guys destroyed. Now think about it. These things are basically they're going to be heavier,
right?
Yeah, it's more than a suit of armor because they're built along a framework of gears and all kinds.
Exactly.
They're not hollow on the inside,
That's
at all.
fair. That's fair.
So each one of these are going to weigh roughly around 300 pounds, and these are just smaller ones that you guys have seen. So,
okay, and your carrying capacity is your strength score times 15. So
yeah.
For me, it's 2 1/4.
I have a shitload of weapons and stuff already. So
you guys could carry roughly. It's like Raleigh could carry one, Silverwolf could carry one, Merc could carry one, and Ash could basically carry one.
All
And
right,
that's with a lot of effort because these, you're talking about a big ass fucking crate that you're carrying.
Right.
Yep.
Now I'm gonna forego the crate and take one of the constructs.
One of the destroyed ones.
No, one of the constructed ones.
Okay. All right. So you got 3 destroyed ones and what appears to be non-functioning construct.
And the body of Salus.
Yes. Well, Salus doesn't really weigh that much.
Yeah, especially in this state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 6.5 pounds of Salus left.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys go.
All I need.
So you guys go back to Salus's apartment. Is that what you're doing?
Yep.
All right.
By the way,
You go scout it out.
6.5 pounds of salad. The second sit Hingo off of the Tritherian Jesus.
We get a track list. All right, so is it right now?
So you guys make it back.
Wyndon pop up first just to make sure we're clear.
Oh yeah, I will. I'm taking my role seriously.
Okay.
I'll look up and make sure there's apparently at least no one in here.
Yeah, pop back up in.
I mean, the problem is the front door doesn't close anymore since I kicked it open.
Nope.
But the other door does, probably.
I'll do a immediate visual scan, and then I'll get up and walk around and see if I hear or see anyone in here.
You don't see or hear anything.
Okay, after looking at it, I'll give the all clear. But all right, guys, I think we're good.
All right, we'll start loading the stuff up.
Okay.
And then maybe close the door that in between like Salus / the breakfast area and the friendship circle entryway.
Yep. So this guy right here.
Yeah.
So
that bed over there and whatnot, and kind of start to barricade it a little bit.
Yeah, got the table, everything.
Well, Oh wait, whoa. Well, you guys don't plan on staying here, do you?
We gotta one. We have to plan our attack. Then we've got to rest up a
Well,
little
let's
bit.
go to a fucking tavern. You don't
No,
want to stay in a place where it's
I
got
agree.
multiple
I'm
entries
actually saying that too. I actually agree with
Maybe
him.
just
We
an
should-
hour. Maybe we just hang out for an hour.
Yeah, we'll kind of reconnoiter here for a little bit, but we should spend the night somewhere else.
Yeah.
Or-
Because
All
by
I'm-
the time we're gonna be, I mean, it's a lot of work lugging all this shit up. Let's just
I know. I was
take a
carrying
little-
one.
take a
and
little
I'm twice
break.
your age.
I pull out a bottle of the really good wine that I got from Smoky Kaz, and I said, "Look, we'll pass this around."
Well, all right. Well, if we're gonna have a little bit of the bottle, that's fine.
Yeah. And I'm with Jairus/Raleigh on this hit die business.
Right.
Wyndon will mostly still keep guard and keep an eye out for trouble while they're resting and carrying heavy
Do I
crates
have
for
a plus
reason.
1 Constitution? That's it. Yeah.
How do you
Nice
roll
rolls,
hit
though.
dice?
Yeah. Pretty good. Oof.
You just click it on your character sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 27 plus.
Okay. So an hour will go
26.
by relatively uneventful. You guys sitting around drinking some wine.
50, and I'm good.
So
I don't have that
Well,
many hit points though.
While you guys are resting, you see Wyndon kind of habitually trying to load and unload his crossbow as fast as he can. He's trying to. He's like, it's become a habit for him.
Way to go, quick shot. That's what they call you, right?
Yeah, that's
Yep, you got it. Got it in one.
no. There was only one person that used to call him Wyndon Quickshot, and that was this hooker. And
I saw that one coming. Well done.
Right? Okay.
I couldn't resist, boy. I couldn't.
Yeah.
All right, let's just try to hide this stuff here as best we can. Where are we putting it in the attic? Where were we putting
Yeah,
this
the
stuff?
attic seems the best
Okay.
bet.
The attic seems good. Although I will collect up the body and put that into my backpack. And
At
Burlap
least put it in
sack
like a
type thing.
separate bag first.
That's what I said. I'll get it into like a burlap sack and work it in there. So
Merc's,
clean up any of the oozy parts and kind of,
I don't think you want to be leaving all these parts here. You don't want to be coming back for it. I mean, that hole down there leads to the outfit. I'm
Right.
sure they didn't notice that before because of some sort of magic.
Merc actually makes a good point. We
I
have
know.
to carry this shit with us.
Where are we gonna put it though? How
Well,
are we
just
gonna-
rent a room at a tavern. They don't. We're
Well,
carrying
Let's
crates.
rent more than one
Can we,
because I don't know how many of
can
you
we
I want
rent
to share a
a
room with.
wagon or something?
Well, of course you.
I don't relish the idea of carrying these crates around. I mean, I carried them enough. Can we rent
Let-
a wagon?
Let's
or
get a
something? Let's be
wagon. Yeah,
civilized
man.
here.
I'll pay for a.
I'm not a barbarian. I can't speak for you, but I'm a man, cleric of Saint Cuthbert.
Actually, you know what? That's a good idea. Well, you guys, we'll say we kind of talked about that near the start, and I could always go and get a wagon while you guys are resting, because I know the city well anyway.
Right.
I'll put
Okay.
my hood up and just see if I could rent out a wagon that would fit these crates in it that we can use for transport.
Sure.
I'm
You can go find
I'm
one.
skilled at riding a carriage. If you want to get one of those, that's
Hey.
one.
We want something unobtrusive. So
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like a wild man like you wants a carriage. You're from the mountains, right?
No.
You can go and essentially now they'll allow you to rent essentially a carriage and a team for a day.
okay, that's fine. How much would that be offhand?
2 gold.
All right, Wyndon would grudgingly take out 2 gold and give it to them.
Yeah.
Trot on back with it.
Yeah.
Like
I
if we
wonder
get into a race, you're gonna be happy.
What kind of actually, you know what? It'd be more than that. They want a 2 gold is the charge, but the deposit is 25.
I was worried you were going to say that.
And we're
'Cause
probably.
as soon
I'm
as I
already-
said that, I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah. Okay. I'll. I don't
How much
wanna
to
be
buy it
those-
outright?
20.
What was that?
Because it's not really a team. It's one horse.
How much was it to buy it outright, though?
20.
20.
20 to buy it outright, or they want a deposit of 25.
Which you get back.
Yeah, you
But
know
I'm
what? Screw
planning
it.
on fucking this thing up because I've
Yeah,
got a
let's
plan
take
for
it.
this.
You know what? I will pay that. I will pay the 20 gold and take it.
All right, fair enough. Okay, so you guys got the wagon. You bring it back.
Yeah.
You load it up with all your stuff.
I say now, careful. We own this now, so treat it with some respect, please.
I'm great at driving.
Yeah.
Raleigh starts like prestidigitation spray painting, like the side of it. It's like press gang.
Yeah. We don't
Hey,
really want.
Unobtrusive,
No,
Riley.
maybe no.
Unobtrusive.
Can you get rid of that? Because I think we're gonna use this
Yes,
to help
we're gonna
us.
use it on our escapade. Yes,
Yes.
exactly.
Hold on. He snaps his fingers and it all disappears, and he snaps them again, and it has like the same general pattern with a different color scheme as to what his coat is. So it's just like this
That's still
splatter.
very obvious.
How about this? How about brown? Can we do brown?
Rather partial to a sigh and a skull myself.
Nope.
Get
Nope.
that worked in.
Ooh, a wolf. Oh, like like
No.
howling and like the.
Nope.
It's kind of like
Nope.
a shaggin' wagon.
Nondescript brown.
I suppose you want like some magic wands and stuff.
Oh, too bad there's nothing to hang your fuzzy dice from.
Yeah.
So Raleigh does a brown wagon with like just subtly like darker brown skulls and wolves on it. So you have to like look closely.
All right.
He's like, "Oh."
Fine.
All right, this
Fine.
I think looks cool. Yeah,
Great.
if there could be like some like fire and racing stripes.
No.
Well, then some of the wolves are skeletons, so he like intermingled the two. And, yeah.
A couple of them are wearing these pointy wizard hats.
Right?
Once again, for the millionth time, Wyndon just laments his life right now.
Should have gone with Norjor.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Okay,
All right.
so
So now,
Where
where
the
can
hell
we
do you
stay?
guys
Where's
go?
a good place to stay? Like maybe outside the city,
Yeah, I think
Don't-
so.
don't worry about it. I know the perfect place.
place
Oh, great.
close to where we can find mercenaries.
Yeah. Also, where are the
Yeah.
Bray? I want to find the Bray.
Oh, first things first. I'm going to take you. We're going to get us a place. We're going to unload our cart, and just trust me. We're going to Outwall. That's where we're going. Trust me.
Great.
Okay. So again, you guys actually end up going back through the funerary gate.
Okay.
Okay. And this is particular interest to Ash. It's the funerary gate because that's the gate you go out to go towards the cemetery.
Oh, it's like the best place for you. It's like Disneyland.
Yeah, pretty much. So okay, so
Get all of our best parts.
yeah, so you guys go out and he takes you to a larger inn. It's one of the inns that you find these in Outwall, not so much right up against the wall, so to speak, as a little ways further in as people are coming in. It's like the truck stop. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's a bigger inn. It has stables and different things for the merchants. So he takes you to one of these places. It's called the Boiled Orc. Okay.
Old work, yeah.
Yeah, I knew you'd like that.
I like this
right?
place already.
He takes you there. He arranges rooms, and he arranges for the wagon and the horse to be stowed in the barn. And you actually know the Boiled Orc, Wyndon, from back in the day. It appears for whatever reason that that 10 platinum that you gave, it looks like he's actually spending some of that coin and you can tell that the people here, they recognize Merc, they recognize you to an extent, right? But it seems like when Merc would go up and he first started talking to these people, you could see the expression on their faces. They weren't very happy to see him. Okay,
Right.
and
Most
then
people
he starts rubbing some coin together, and I'm like, "Oh, Merc, it's so good to see you again." Blah blah blah. So you guys get set up with rooms. You take up the crates into the rooms, and you've got the wagon in the stables, and essentially. All that's done, and then you can either be meeting in one of your rooms or in a booth in the corner of the big common room that's there.
I would prefer one of our rooms.
Yeah, let's take this way we can plan our attack.
Okay, so you guys are in somebody's room. Everybody's in there.
Yep.
Tell me what's up.
Merc's room. We don't want to mess up any of ours.
That's fine. Merc has the smallest of all your rooms.
Yeah, we're all crammed in there. We're dropping crumbs as we eat.
So,
Go ahead.
Raleigh was okay. Let's lay this out. We've talked about this at length on the way back from the bandit spot, but
I want the
summarize.
tiny guys. Tiny guy. How much do you want to see little 18-inch
Yeah.
fuckers
They're
running
not
around?
18 inches,
killing
but yes. I would love to have the bray on our side. The question is, can we afford them or not?
Or can we trust them?
I think if we pay them, we can trust them.
You can
I
trust
say
the Brays.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you pay a Bray, they're loyal through the end of the contract.
Right.
They're
We
not.
have-
They don't. Brays don't flip. But if they think you cheated them, they'll just basically kill you and take your money.
Right.
Yeah, I mean.
Which, standard.
So how
operating.
many Bray are there in this city?
Well, that depends. Are you talking about the actual Brays, or those just all the fuckers that work for them?
No, I'm talking like the actual Brays, the family Bray, or the.
Well, you have to understand. There's not actually. I don't know, maybe 10. But
Okay, 10's not bad. That's a good start.
yeah, but the Brays don't. You have to understand.
It's like an extended family.
It's like the fucking mob.
Yes.
They've got lots of halflings that work with them.
Are they all as crazy as the ones we fought in the tavern?
No. Some.
We want the crazy ones like that.
There's some of them as well. Those are basically known in Bray as the enforcers. These are the crazy ones who they're trained to be nothing but ruthless killers.
Yeah.
But the
This
Brays,
one over here found that to be incredibly offensive. He says he's not a ruthless killer at all times, only when necessary.
Oh, okay. Well, this one over here says you're full of shit.
I don't see one over there.
I know. Only I can see him because it's my special power.
That's fascinating. Please tell me more.
Oh,
We
he's
don't have
just
time right
fucking
now.
with you. Yeah, this is not
Well,
part of the plan.
Let's put it this way. There's a saying. It's like, if you got a job that needs doing, there's a Bray for that. You got some second tier work needs done. You got a Bray for that. You need some little bit of magic. There's a Bray for that.
Now, if they're
Let's,
like the mob, like how many of them do we need to pay just to get what we need to get this job done?
You just pay the main Bray and Rook Roast.
All
What's
right.
that now?
I think it's a good idea. They're clearly capable, and I don't know if they operate. I'm sure almost entirely on cash up front.
Oh yes. There's
you know-
there's no after the fact. You pay them all up front. That's part of the
fine.
deal.
Do they take? Do they ever expect cuts of loot, or are they just purely cash on delivery?
It's the Brays, of course. They're expecting a cut of the loot. It depends on the job, though. A job like you're talking, they're gonna want a big cut of the loot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do they take
Well,
Roost Express?
I mean, better.
Yeah, maybe.
I would still.
Don't
as
leave
much
home
as
without it.
As much as I hate the thought of losing that much money, I think it's still worth it if we complicated times.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with. I mean, with the money piece. But I would also like.
Wait.
I don't have a vow of poverty like you guys, so the more money the better.
They want money up front and a cut of the loot.
Of course.
Well,
Yes.
yeah, they're
Yeah,
braves.
I'd want the same thing, to be honest with you.
Let's put it this way: if you do a solid turn for the Braves here, then what happens is later on, you can get a good word in when you go other places.
Yeah, I think this is a good idea. I've changed my mind. I think this is a good idea. I would still like to hire just some cannon fodder mercenaries because they're going to be cheaper.
Yep.
Well, there's a fuck ton of them around here.
Yeah. Like, I mean, maybe even
New
20 of
bodies.
them. Like let overwhelm, because we don't know exactly how many of these Iusians are going to be picking up, because I think we decided we're going to get them as they pick up and then leave, right?
I'm only going to say this once. We can go and we can hire as many of the cutthroat mercenaries as you want. Not a problem. But what happens is after everything's said and done, you have
I'll
to
have plenty of bodies.
and any of the bastards that survived, you're going to have to kill them.
Well, that's fine. Yeah.
All right, I just
that's
wanted
why
to
I
know
want more of
which
the.
assholes I was working with.
Yeah.
Because basically, let's put it this way: I can hire a shit ton of mercenaries for you, but when it comes down to it, I can't. I don't know what they're going to do. They'll probably talk their asses off about what they did.
Right. That's why we don't need. Yeah, we need it. We need. They're the front line. We're not expecting most of them to survive, just to wear down the Iusian defenses. Then we send in the Braves. Wyndon and I can attack from far away. And then who's ever left will, as we, meet back up to pay, they get a dagger in the throat instead.
Except
All
the
right.
Braves. We're
I
playing it
just
straight
wanted-
with them. I just want to make
As
sure.
a matter
all
of
the same
fact,
page.
we can build that into the
Yeah, I'm
Bray
fine with the
contract.
Braves. If the Braves are not going to rat us out, then I'm fine with keeping them alive.
They
Braves-
can actually. We can hire the Braves to kill the mercenaries.
Yeah, we'll give them We'll give them the mercenaries cut just by. All they have to do is just take them down.
Easy work. I'll do that for the mercenaries cut. That sounds like fun.
Well, there you go. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Well, what time is it?
It's a little bit later because, granted, a lot of that stuff happened in the morning. Then you guys took your rest. So I don't know. Let's say it's like 2:00.
Okay.
So
yes,
you've
let's
got-
go.
Will we still have time to take a full rest before?
That's what I was
nightfall?
just about to say. So basically, if you guys go and do this meet with the Braves, okay, what'll happen after that is you'll still have enough time to go and go out for where the money exchanges. But you guys haven't talked about what you're going to do there either.
Right. So this is where the carriage comes in. So I still think that, I mean, now the area itself, and was it in the woods or just before the woods?
No, it's in the woods. Because
Good.
remember,
So
basically what happened is where Merc took you to is you guys left Rook Roost. You
Right.
went on a northwest, like you're following the Atonsamy River up towards the Fell Reef. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And as it got a little bit more hilly and the forest, the trees started to pop up. You weren't in the Fell Reef yet, but it was becoming more wooded. He led you to a gorge area, and that's where the meet happened.
Right. So we
then-
need
Uh-huh.
we need to block off their exit with the carriage. So one of us needs to move that carriage into place. I still think Wyndon and I need to be up wherever we're going to bottleneck these guys on either side, to shoot arrows down, from up above.
Right.
We'll send in the mercenaries and the Braves, one from one side, one from the other, or all from all sides. I don't care. You were gonna say something, Wyndon?
Nope. Go on. I'll wait till you're done.
Yeah, and then that's pretty much all I got.
Okay. The main thing we
What
had
if
to
we try to get? So, I get that we don't want him to leave because that's our best spot for an ambush. But is there some way to try to get rid of? You have two parties meeting up. That's a lot of bodies. What if we staged some sort of emergency back at Rook Roost, so the guards coming from Rook Roost had to go back to deal with that, and we could eliminate half the numbers.
But we're not dealing with the Rook Roost guards.
Well, you have the guards coming from Rook Roost to drop the money off. You have the guards coming to collect the money, right?
Right.
So,
So once they collect the money and then they leave, so we need to wait for the others to leave.
Well, what if they leave at the same time?
Right. So we need to get the people further down the road.
Oh, okay. So you want to do after the money's changed.
This way, we're just dealing with half of them and not all of them.
Okay.
Well, that's what I was saying. It's like,
Okay. I misunderstood.
I'm pretty sure that I can find their trail. If you want to intercept them further down the road.
Right.
So after they part their merry ways, and those going back to Ayuz and the Doroka, I think I said it right that time. Once they're going to the City of Skulls on their own, carrying all that loot, that's when you hit them.
Right.
You don't hit them when you got all the forces together.
Right.
I'm sure I can find a decent place.
That reminds me of a saying of Nerul: the cat that catches a mouse catches it because it is sneaky, not because it is sneaky, but because the mouse is. Very excellent point. Very excellent.
Yeah, no, that's a great. Both great points.
Very germane right now. Yeah.
I'm. All right, so then
Some wisdom.
maybe Merc is the one who rides the cart in. After the Iusians who are going to make the pickup, once they pass, Merc drives our carriage in the way, disables it, so they, and blocking the path. So when they get up there, they have to stop. Arrows come flying from either direction. We got mercenaries. We got little fucking crazy halflings attacking. And then Ash and Raleigh do whatever they do.
I missed it.
All right, so Raleigh does whatever he does.
That's good stuff. I love how it's like sometimes it looks like Juris is just frozen. He's just all like serious, thinking when they're talking about Raleigh. Then it's like, oh yeah. It's like a deep contemplation about it.
Very stoic.
So I mean,
Let's go hire some tiny little fucks.
Yeah. Make sure. Merc's the one arranging this meeting. If any of us go, please be respectful.
Yeah, maybe you guys should let me do the talking.
No, maybe that's
Maybe we shouldn't. Actually.
I'm thinking if anybody should do the talking, it should be Wyndon.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, actually.
I'm fine. I am fine with that. Yeah.
Then I still got.
I know my limitations.
All right. Well, I know where we can go. It's not a problem.
So how many? Let's just make sure we've got this down. So we think there's roughly 25 to 30 Iusians, right?
I think so.
Possibly.
So we're basing that based on the ones that are bringing the money train to them. So we're assuming there's probably about the same amount picking it up. So
Possibly.
if we can we don't know. I understand, Merc. We don't know. We're just going on. We're using this as just a placeholder.
Possibly.
God, I'm gonna punch Merc in the face, and I'm a barroom brawler. It's gonna hurt, Merc.
Good stuff.
So, how many Braves and how many mercenaries are we going to get?
Well, I think we should get Brace first, and then decide mercenaries after.
Okay.
Why don't
I don't know if they have a certain minimum or maximum, or what their rates are for different
Getting the mercenaries would be easy.
Yeah, why don't we
Right.
send Merc to get a couple dozen mercenaries and we'll go talk to the Brace?
Well, we have to have him get us to where we need to go first. But yes, we could do that.
I would know where the Brace are, right? Wyndon, you would too, right?
No, no, and no.
We don't.
No?
I don't know.
Okay, then no.
No.
All right, well then, yeah.
Yeah,
we-
but
not-
this
it's not
guy
like-
here
it's not like they had a
following
place
Wyndon
with a-
does.
With a sign out there.
Sure.
Yeah, so Ash could probably
This,
lead us there by
this
talking.
short fellow right here hanging around Wyndon,
Yep.
he knows
sure
where the
could.
braids are.
Sure does. Well, I don't really need to make an introduction or anything like that. It's totally up to you all. It's not a problem.
All right.
So I'll go. Now, first of all, we've
How
got
much
two-
would like 10 or 15 mercenaries cost us, do you think?
Well, there's a lot of hungry mercenaries out there. I could get them for about 2 gold a pop.
It's not
That's very
bad.
reasonable.
Yeah.
Now, if you want a little bit,
Bridges.
of course, the quality, or how's the
Yes.
saying go? You get what you pay for.
Right.
So I mean, it's up to y'all. I mean, if 5 gold a pop is slightly better, man.
Like if we get half, because we
But
just
at the
want
same
some
time-
junk to just go out there and.
Exactly.
So
You
if
don't
we get
want
half
something-
garbage, half good mercenary.
So why don't
Um,
we say this? 3 gold ahead.
Yeah, so then we're
So-
looking good.
Raleigh would give him 25 gold pieces and tell him to get 25 guys with 1 gold up front and promise them as much as you need to after the fact and get the best quality of mercenary you can.
For 1 gold a pop.
1 gold up front and 10 gold after.
10 gold
gonna-
after.
I'll just I hand them a
Tell them.
platinum piece and say, here, just
Yeah, you
give
can
them this and
Promise
tell
them
them.
whatever you want.
No, that's all I need. Give me the platinum piece.
Yeah, I hand them the platinum
Just
and say,
all I
go
need-
get a bunch of mercenaries.
No, you don't. All I need is this for show. That's all I need. I'll get you your mercenaries. Don't worry. How many you want?
2 dozen.
Be like, yeah, somewhere between 20 and 2 dozen, depending on what
All
you
right.
get.
Let's
right.
call it even 20.
All right, 20
Sounds good.
mercenaries. Okay, and who's coughing up the 25?
Me. Oh wait, I'm giving the platinum.
Yep. Who's giving the 25?
I'll give the 25.
All right, and then he takes the 25. Okay.
I say we should now meditate on our humble creativity and sound forth.
It's already making
Another
me anxious.
teaching of Nerul.
This whole thing is making me anxious now. The thought of meditating.
And here's the thing: you kind of got to play by his rules because he's the guy that can see the ghosts, and Merc just walked out the door.
Presumably he would tell me where to go then, since we're splitting up.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
Merc will pull you to the side and he'll tell you where to go.
Great.
It's a restaurant, and
That's perfect.
yeah. See how
It's
this
not the
all
green
works?
egg, is it?
No, it's not the green egg. That's the
Okay.
outfit hang out.
Yeah, well, you know.
So
would
he
be
goes
interesting,
Red
though.
bone.
he tells you where to go, and no, it's the slippery spoon.
All right, slippery spoon.
Okay, so who's all going?
I'm definitely going.
I'll go.
I'm going.
Okay,
They're going to need me to negotiate.
Bray goes
Nope.
to go.
exactly.
No, we need
Nope.
Wyndon to negotiate.
I think Raleigh should just go. I mean, it's going to be a lot of fun, Raleigh.
Oh no, he should go. Yes, I agree. 100%. As a player, for sure.
And you definitely,
Raleigh, remember this teaching. Your consciousness shapes your true desires.
I like that one.
Ah,
And you
you're-
definitely need the goofy guy who's just joined the group, because if there's any ghosts walking around that have like information.
yeah, no, I'm Ash and I are okay. I like this guy.
Okay, so let's take a look here. All right, let me go back over to the Rook Roost map that I got. All right, so the Slippery Spoon is in Outer Wall, not Outwall. It's in the inner city. Sorry, and let's see, it's going to be really close. Let's say right about there. Can you see that?
Yep.
Yep.
Where? No, I must have missed it.
Northwest.
Oh, cool. Got it.
Northwest
Thanks.
up there. Okay, so you guys go and essentially you go down the main thoroughfare. You get to the section to where it's at, and there's sort of the buildings come up to the street. Okay, like especially the businesses and what have you, and where there should be another like building, it's an empty lot with a path and gardens on both sides that lead back into like behind where, because remember some of these basically is buildings along the outer perimeter would be businesses, and then buildings on the inside would be like houses and so forth. And this path leads up to another building with it's a nice building, dark woods. There's a guy standing at the door. It's a halfling. He's wearing like essentially like the equivalent of like a tuxedo, sitting there with his hands behind his back, and there's like flowers and everything out in front of it as well. So,
great,
and there's no sign or nothing. It's just
excellent. I'll walk up and like, good. I guess it's late afternoon.
Yeah.
Good day, sir. I was wondering if you're open for business.
Yeah, we're open for business. Yeah,
Great.
let me get the door for you.
Thank you.
He pulls open the door and he ushers you in. Now you go inside and
Ollie flips him a silver piece.
he brushes it away. What? Come on. What is that? What? I'm working here. You gonna throw change at me? Get in there.
Yep.
Okay, so you go inside and it is a slightly smoky interior. There's fans that are belt driven that kind of disperse some of that. There's 2 levels to it. It's very open. It's kind of like an open interior with a catwalk sort of area up top with tables. Busy, very busy. There's every table is basically filled, right? There is a podium at the very front when you first come in. Behind it, obviously, is a halfling standing on some sort of stool or something like that because he's as tall as you guys. And, and it seems that each table, has stairs built into them so that when the waiters come out with the food, they can walk up the stairs and they can set the food out on the table. Because everybody that works in here is halfling.
Right.
Yeah.
You think they would just have smaller tables.
But then they couldn't help because the clientele in here is of all kinds.
Right.
And you guys definitely notice when you first come in, you can tell there's some outfit guys over there. There's some Rook Roosting guards kind of guys over there. That dude by the blazing skull sort of thing he's got on his tabard, that's a fucking Iuzian over there.
Right.
It's an eclectic mix of all kinds of different people. So, you guys coming through the front door, and there the guy at the podium goes, "Good days to you, gentlemen.
Good day, sir.
What can I do you for? We're kind of booked up at the moment. Wait time. It's not that long. We should be able to get your table real soon. I can take you over to if you don't mind waiting at the bar. It'll be plenty of fun."
That would be great. We're just here for some lunch and some business.
Oh, and Merc did tell you the guy you're looking to talk to is Don Octavio.
Don Octavio? Okay.
Don Octavio.
All right. I'll say just here for some lunch and perhaps a profitable conversation with Don Octavio.
Whoa, 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 whoa. You did. Wait a minute here. He leans in real close. You telling me you coming in here looking like that? That guy's smelling like he's smelling because he don't smell too good. And you want to talk to Don Octavio? You want to talk to the boss?
I flip him platinum.
Well, perhaps
Xander Bray says greetings.
What?
don't
Okay.
just ignore him for the moment. He's
Xander Bray
he's day
says
drunk.
greetings.
Xander Bray.
Anyway.
Says greetings.
How do you know
please-
Xander?
Oh God.
Standing right over there.
Right over where?
He's
Look, let's just get back on track.
We don't really appreciate people coming in here and fucking around like this.
I go to I say, look, don't forget this, and they're waving the platinum in front of them.
Yeah. I saw that. Okay, so hey. First of all, first.
I knew I should have got a
Who
load.
the fuck are you guys?
As
he's talking to you, you start to notice that like one of these halfling waiters goes over and he sets some food down on the table, goes and he puts a little thing over, the little towel over his hand, gets his tray, and he comes up and he comes and stands real close to the podium. Another one brings out a couple of drinks and sets it down on the table.
Yep.
And he comes over and he stands next to the podium. There's like a little group of halflings that are starting to.
Yeah. I'll say, you know what? I apologize. I haven't been here before. I didn't know the correct protocol. I'm happy to get us cleaned up a bit. If we could come back for just a nice meal in a little bit.
Xander doesn't want to leave. He's wanting to stay.
Can you shut the fuck up?
Tell you what, we'll get out of here.
Whoa.
I'm sorry about my cousin. He got kicked by a horse. You understand how it is. And he
Nah.
Yeah.
Yo. Okay. Hey. Silly jacket man. Hold on. All right. This is how it's gonna work. You all ain't going nowhere.
I throw the platinum piece at him. Like bounces off his chest.
Hold on a second.
Why?
Hold on a second.
It's a tip.
Oh, God,
There's gonna be a bonus to this. Oh, I gotta get the thing.
I don't
I knew
see any reason to attack him exactly.
I'm not attacking him. I want to make sure. I want him to take this goddamn.
He's throwing money at him.
I should
All right, he knocks it aside. He sees it's coming. He goes, "Will you fucking quit with the goddamn platinum? Jesus Christ!" Anyway, before I was so rudely interrupted by your stinky friend over here, and
That's just
that
rude.
group of halflings has grown.
Yep.
It's like 10 of them there now.
Yep.
They're all dressed like waiters and all this different stuff, and you notice that everybody in the place is kind of like looking
Yep.
and eating. So this is what's gonna happen.
Yes.
We got a nice room. It's in the back.
Great.
You guys are gonna go in there. We're gonna get you a little something to drink, a little something to eat. You're gonna, I'm gonna have somebody come back there and talk to you.
That would be
You know what I mean?
Excellent.
Thank you.
Excellent. Yeah. And
Excellent. Perfect.
then we could talk about Xander and other stuff, because
Yeah.
I'm sure.
You can ask me any questions that you want, and if he's willing to share the information, he'll be sure to do so.
Oh, there's gonna be a lot of sharing of information. Don't you worry about it. All right, hey, Papo, come over here. And this this guy's he's a short halfling. He comes popping up. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, boss. What do you want me to do? Yeah, take these guys. Go and show them room 2. Got me? Are you sure room 2, boss? Room 2, and I'm not your boss. You got that? Room 2. Okay. All right, guys, follow me. And he starts bopping around and whatnot, and he starts. He'll go a couple of feet, but basically, even before that, after he talks to you, it's like the brays that were standing around the wait staff that were started coalescing behind him. They all part like the Red Sea, and they line up on 2 sides, and they're just letting you guys to walk through.
As I get
I
up,
kind of look around at them all a little bit, and I say, "Your mortality is very delicious." As I walk out of the room.
That's good shit.
Why did I bring anybody with me? Why?
Because you wouldn't get this kind of entertainment if you
No,
just
I
came by yourself.
So as I get up, I go to pick up the platinum, and I say, "Do you not want the?" I pick up the platinum, and no.
I think.
Can I
say
put?
to Silverwolf, I think they do things a bit differently. We might just want to wait it out.
All right, I'll put the platinum back in my pouch.
As you start looking around for the platinum, he actually picks it up off of the whatchamacallit. Oh my god, I can't think of it. No, the podium, because it like hit him and it fell back down on the podium. He picks it. You start looking around. He goes, "Oh, you're looking for that?" And he hands it back to you.
I say, I don't. This was a bribe.
Oh, go with Bobo.
Neither of you want it. I'll take it. I hold out my hand.
I'm gonna put it back in my pouch, and then I'll follow Bobo.
You march toward death. Yeah, it's gonna be great.
All right, so he marches you through the crowd towards the back of the place to like there's a stairwell. It's like kind of like a what do they call that? Cut back where it goes up one. There's a landing and it goes back up to the second floor. Everybody in this place is dead quiet right now.
Yeah.
So
And they watch you guys go there, and he leads you to the stairs, and he leads you up to the first landing. Come on, guys! Oh man, you're gonna love it. We got this fresh wine, and we got some. Do you like fruity wine? If you don't like fruity wine, it's okay. We've got sour wine too. I don't know why anybody drinks sour wine. That's fine.
No.
Oh, and fresh bread. Oh, and honey butter. So good. And so,
all right, this sounds pretty good. Yeah.
and so he leads you up to the second floor, and on the second floor,
I'm gonna do an insight check to see if he's lying.
go ahead.
20.
He is not, and he actually seems really excited about the food he starts to talk about. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So then he leads you. Once you get to the second floor, as you get up there, you see basically, like I said, there's an opening that allows you to look down into the first floor, and there's tables that ring that. But then there's also a couple of like small hallways that lead off. Again, it's sort of like how like the Green Egg was, where they had like personal rooms. He takes you down a hallway, and at the end of the hallway, there's a door, and he opens up the door, and it's a it's a very nice, luxurious area. It's got a nice big table in there. It's got fruits and vegetables and breads and wines and everything. It's like it's already set up waiting for somebody. So, oh, good. Yeah, come on in, guys. So what can I get you all to eat? I know you're all pretty hungry, and we don't think anybody should do anything, be it good or bad, on an empty stomach. So we want to give you a good meal.
Great.
You mentioned wine.
Yeah, he points over on the table, and there's actual silver pitchers up on the table.
Hey, this is all right. Yeah.
Yeah, I got. It goes this way from the door towards the back. You darker to the lighter. So if you like the lighter stuff, go to the end of the table. The darker stuff's closer to the door.
Okay.
Do you do a cheese board?
Sure, we can do that. We're really known for our pasta, though.
I would love some pasta to make a
family
last
style
meal.
will be great. Yeah.
Excellent. I'll get some stuff. Not a problem. You guys just sit down and get comfortable. Okay.
Thank you.
And then he just goes like scampering off.
I go to everyone. Well, we're all dead. We've done this all. Ash, I know I don't know you very well, but it's not normal to talk about ghosts, and it's really, really not a good idea to bring up dead brays to alive brays.
Especially ones that we killed.
I
I didn't kill
do
them.
not
by
want
the
to
way.
know about that.
Record.
It was
I don't understand. Why does nobody want to know about? I've spent like 20 years of my life explaining every ghost I see to people who want to know about them, and you don't want to know about them. That's very bizarre to me. What is wrong with you people?
There's a lot. Well, pretty soon there's gonna be a lot wrong with us. Mostly broken bones and blood leaking out of us.
I mean, they can only come so many through the door. Probably 6 because they're so small, but still. I'll just get them all. I'll batter up and.
All right. So now, it's not even hardly any time goes by. Yeah. And the door opens up again. Bobo comes in, and there's like a train of other halflings with him, and it's the same thing. They got these like they're like mobile stairs. A lot of the tables have stairs built into them, or if they can move these around. So they get up and they put all the food all over the place, and then they set it all down and goes, okay, well, we got to go, and they all rush out like real quick.
Are there any windows in this room?
That's what I
No,
was looking for.
not
I
a
didn't
one.
think there would be.
What a symphony.
Didn't
And
think there would
then the door doesn't close, okay? And into the room starts it's a procession
be. Yeah.
of halflings. And the first ones coming into the room are those really crazy, scraggly looking type of braves, the types that you guys killed. Okay?
I didn't kill him.
There's like 4 of
Technically, I
those
just
guys.
swung one around.
Yeah, there's like 4 of those guys. Then there's 4 more halflings that come walking in. They're all clean shaven. Their heads are shaved. They're wearing flowing robes and like have all their hands behind their backs. Not wearing any shoes. Okay. And then there's another 4 braves that come in behind them. Lots of daggers on these guys, lots of leather, lots of things along those lines. And then there's another bray comes walking in, another halfling, real big, crazy gray mutton chops. He's got the quintessential conical type of wizard type hat. And then behind him, there's another bray. He's got like his tabard type of dressing on it, and it's got some kind of holy symbol that if you guys knew who the halfling gods were, you would kind of know who that guy was, but you don't. So, and then at the end, then the door in there comes another 4 bray that look like basically fighter types.
Yeah.
And in the very last is a really big, fat halfling that comes in, closes the door. He's got a cigar, and he comes up and he's walking, and he comes, uses the stairs, and he gets into one of the big chairs, sits down.
Well, while he's doing that, I bow very deeply and say, experiential truth derives spiritual marvels.
Yeah. I don't know what the hell that means. So,
It is one of the teachings of St. Cuthbert. Welcome.
oh, that pussy. So anyway, I hear you boys know something about my boy. His name is Xander. You know, that name you were throwing around at the front door.
I flip him a
Yeah,
platinum.
he says.
Oh my god!
Are you really gonna flip him a platinum?
Yeah.
Okay, that's where we're gonna end it.
Yeah. We're gonna end it indeed. Barbarians, monks, rogues, a wizard, a cleric, fighters.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Oh. Well, guys, start getting your character sheets ready. Yeah, start another one.
Yeah, hey, weren't you the one just bitching about having to do the production value for a new character?
It's true. I'm trying to help.
You are. So there it is. You guys have come and met Don Octavio in the heart of Rook Roostian Brays.
Yep.
You've pretty much tipped your hat to a lot of people connected with a lot of different places that come and experience the
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
So I just have to say this. It always warms my heart that you guys are very you're always right on track. You know what I mean? It's like there is no deviation. You know, yeah, it could be good. You know, I think this could work out really good for you guys.
So scary.
I mean, Raleigh hasn't even started talking to anyone.
We've got you don't know what rock bottom is. We'll find it.
Not yet. Not yet.
Raleigh's gonna save the day.
Of course.
Great.
Well, it's not a totally lost cause. I mean, Wyndon could still pull a rabbit out of the hat. You never know.
Look, they need to know that we're mean business, so you throw money at them. Literally.
Yeah, literally. Because chucking platinum at the boss.
It was a flip of the thumb from across the room.
Mhm. Well, we'll have to see how that works out next week.
Gonna be great.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
I realize it was a non-threatening flip.
I'm trying to just we'll go through it later on. There's a method to this. Not a good method, but there's a method.
There's always a method. Always. Always. And on top of that, you have to wind all this up before
Yeah.
this evening so you can go meet the money train.
That's right.
Yeah. I have confidence in you, Joe. That's all I have to say.
Yep.
Oh, that's one of us.
Good times. Hey, everybody, thank you for watching episode 15 of Welcome to the Return to the Bandit Kingdoms. We hope you had a good time. We'll see where this leads our Press Ganged Opportunists and if they even make it to the so-called money train.
Not with
It's a
the time we've got
TPK
this.
lunch.
Yeah, could be. You never know.
It's
You
all
never
the
know.
carbs in the pasta.
Well,
That's
you know
gonna
what the
get us.
funny thing is like you guys have been in some scrapes and nothing's. I mean, you've held your own and been very good in everything you've done as far as everything that's been put before you. 16 brays in an enclosed room. Oh man, that could be really hard. if that's
it
the way
comes
it
to
goes.
that.
If it comes to that, I'm just saying. You never know. All right, everybody. Hey, thanks again for watching, and don't forget next Tuesday. That's 9 o'clock Eastern time.
9
right?
o'clock Eastern. Yeah.
9 o'clock Eastern time. We will pick back up, and we will see what happened to our Press Ganged Opportunists, and see if they get one step closer to the grave and becoming the next Three Toes, or maybe even closer to winning their souls back, because really that's what they're trying to do.
Oh yeah, right.
And as
Yeah.
Ash always says, the future creates innumerable mysteries.
I love this. Please, Michael, don't stop these.
Michael's real job is that he's the one who types up the fortune cookies.
Right?
Fortune cookies.
Totally, 100%. All right, everybody. Thanks. Have a good evening.
See you next week.
Adios.
Bye-bye.
I used to be somebody before that freak Ayuz sent his armies south and ruined everything. We had a nice racket going on in the land of the Freelords, or what the rest of the Flanes calls the Bandit Kingdoms. We had a territory we ran, and we hustled and stole what we could from who we could. Sure, we fought amongst ourselves, and I'd just as soon stick my dagger into someone from the Freelords as anywhere else. But we always banded together when an outside force threatened all of our businesses. But all that changed when Ayuz came a-calling. Half of the Freelords joined forces with Ayuz to save their skins, and the other half got wiped out or sent packing to the other lands, or down into the rift. I was no hero, and neither were any of my mates. So after the massacre of Steelbone Meadows, we did what any guys in our situation would have done. We hightailed it out of there. The only problem is that everywhere we went, there were old enemies waiting. After finally getting corralled by the Ernst soldiers, I was left to rot in a dungeon, waiting for them to decide what to do with me. The way the gods look at us, I don't think we're gonna like what it is they have in store.